Hey everybody, how you doing? Welcome to Stock Markets with Bruce. It's Uncle Bruce here. Good morning. It's Wednesday, June the 9th, 2021. It's GameStop Day today. Among other things, GameStop Day today because it's the annual meeting for GameStop, and we get the first quarter financials. All of this later this afternoon. I think the financials come out after the close, which is normal. What a day we could have here. GameStop is 302.66, up 266 in the pre-market. It has been staying just over 300 a share ever since last night's close. Pretty well. Watching it closely, we're going to see how it performs. 303.59 right now. All kinds of stuff going on, you guys. It's just been really busy here, as you can imagine. I know you've been busy watching your stocks doing what they're doing. Thank you to T Good. Welcome, T Good, new member. Nice to have you here joining this channel before I even went on the air. You gotta love that. Thank you. I'm not sure if that's a renewal or brand new person. That's fantastic. I love it. And I thank you. Welcome one and welcome all to the show. All kinds of stuff going on, as I was talking about here a minute ago. I've got some more price updates for you. Let's take a look at some of our favorites. Gore's Holdings. We were at $14 last week. We're at $15.67 in the pre-market, up almost 30 cents again today. So that is getting better and better. What we don't have yet is we don't have Gore's telling us exactly when their shareholder meeting is coming. We are just, we're just sitting here on pins and needles hoping for an update that'll come out at any point in time. But I don't know. I just saw an article, a headline of a story here. It says, jealous Craig Stonington leases Australia properties faster and cuts costs with Matterport. That is the kind of news I like to hear about this company, Gore's. Gore's will become Matterport. Matterport is making business more efficient, more effective, and they are helping not just realtors with their 3D imaging software, but leasing managers, insurance companies, contractors, anyone that needs to measure the inside of rooms to understand the concept of what it looks like, or like you're building new homes in a new subdivision. You want to do open houses. You can do open houses through Matterport before you even build the house. You can already show what the house is going to look like through 3D imaging. It's unbelievable. These guys are just, they're really exciting. Anyway, that's Gore's. Gore's is already moving, and we don't even know the date of the merger. The stock's moving again. VG Acquisition Corp, VGAC, a Virgin Group, 1040 right now on the pre-market. It's been between 1040 and 1060 this morning already, up 15 cents. Tomorrow is the shareholder meeting for Virgin. We got today GameStop, tomorrow Virgin. We have stuff coming up. VACQ, now that's Vector Acquisition. This is going to become the Rocket Lab company, 1085. They're up 38 cents today, this morning in the pre-market. And I'm waiting for them to make a release about the exact date of their shareholder meeting. I haven't got it yet. It's the stock's moving in nonetheless. So, kids, people are figuring this stuff out. Navsite Holdings, $9.96, up 2 cents. Waiting for them. What else we have? SVAC, the Starboard Value Acquisition Corp, is up 2 cents to 10.01. Waiting for them to talk about their merger with Sextra, the company that has those server farms all over the place. 61, if I last recall. So that's coming. FAII, Fortress Value, up 13 cents to 10.15. We saw this yesterday, up to 10.19 yesterday. It moved in the afternoon. It looks like Fortress's shares have been unleashed. They were held in at $9.98, $9.99 for a couple of weeks. They've let them go. That meeting is in 6 days. Next week is the Fortress Value shareholder meeting. We know that's locked in, so that's going to go through. All right, SoFi. We have SoFi right now trading at 24.31. It's been trading between $24 and $25 a share in the pre-market. As a matter of fact, this morning for a moment it was about 25.25. So the shares have been inching even higher than yesterday's wonderful day. We had a good move yesterday, closing at 23.89, up $2.68 on the day. They hit a high yesterday of 24.20, and they're 24.31 even now, and they've been as high as 25 something in the pre-market. So SoFi is gaining more interest. 11.3 million shares traded yesterday, which is another sign of market interest. These shares, as IPOE, when they were known as IPOE, they used to trade 3, 4, 5 million a day. Now, yesterday, 11.3 million. So that's almost triple the average volume for the last while. It's very, very good. We are going to be busy. FWAA, Fifth Wall Acquisition, is up to $11 in the pre-market, up a quarter, and they are still a couple of months away from their merger. But this stock has done well ever since the announcement of Smart Rent and these two guys getting together. So that's a winner chicken dinner too. We're excited about this. Let's see what's going on here. What else am I going to watch for you? AMC is at 52.29, down 276, 4.6 million pre-market volume right now. The question will be, is there another run coming for AMC? At the moment, it is consolidating its gains. It's had a couple of good, crazy weeks, but we'll see how this plays out. GameStop, 304.66 now on the pre-market, and we're all awaiting, obviously, a series of events, including who's the new CEO. We don't know if we'll find that out today. The annual meeting and the earnings report, and going forward, the plans of the company, how this is all going to come together. So we have got a ton of stuff going on here that we're following simultaneously. Obviously, that's how it works. 2 weeks ago, I'm hanging out with you guys, trying to tell you to just hang tough. It'll happen. And now here we are, and there's stuff happening all over the place. So we got a whole bunch of stuff going on here. Jorge, talking about stuff going on. New member, Jorge, Margardio is here. Jorge, JM has arrived. Welcome, JM. Nice to see you. Thanks for joining the channel. It's great that you're here. All right. Nice stuff. Let's see. No idea. Yeah. When you have a second, can you address this? I have no time. Zero. I do what I can, but oh man, I'm getting gazillions of emails every day. As I'm glad I am. Of course, I'm thrilled. But I am a one-man show, and I don't have a staff of 20 to help me. And so if I'm not getting back to you for a day or two, I'm not hating you. Trust me. It's not that I don't hate you. It's not that I hate you. I have no. I just I'm swamped. It's incredible. And of course, with the stocks moving, it's really getting busy. Those of you who are reaching out to me for private one-on-ones, I appreciate this very much, and I really enjoy the one-on-ones that I do with you guys. I do charge. A lot of you keep asking me, what do you charge? If you're interested in a one-on-one session with me, I charge $400 an hour US for 1 hour. What do we do in the hour? I go over with you whatever you want to talk about. I mean, I have folks who contact me for discussions that go from A to Z. I can talk to you about your investments. I can talk to you about what you're following, and I can give you my opinion, and I can kind of try to help you to try to figure out what you're about, what's going on. But a lot of you are reaching out to me for more than that, and I don't mind it. I appreciate it very much. I am 65. I've been around a while, and there are a number of you who are going through major changes in your world, and I've had major changes in my lifetime, Jen and I, as we've gone from our 20s to our 30s to our 40s to our 50s and now 60. This is the big wheel. This time thing doesn't stop, and our situations change dramatically going forward, and sometimes they change with one phone call. And so I'm happy to attempt to help any way I can on these one-on-one consultations. I am helping people who have retail stores as well. I am a retailer as well as a stock guy, and I've been through the ringer on retail. Anyone who's been a retailer knows there is never a consistent path with retail. You have no idea what's going to happen next, and I've been advising people on what to do there. Whether you're selling your business, you want to sell your business, you're thinking of changing, you're thinking of merging with another person or bringing in a partner. I mean, I've gone through all of that, highs and lows and everything in between. And with COVID, oh my God, what hasn't changed for a retailer? My God, unbelievable. So the mom and pop shops and franchisees out there, if you want to talk to somebody for an hour about just that, you get a sympathetic ear and someone who can understand, landlord relationships and vendor relationships, customers, employees, all that stuff. From the stock angle, obviously, it's the options angle. Yes, of course, I can talk to you about that. So I'm kind of a jack of all trades when it comes to, all of that. And then just talk about just life itself, dealing with the pressures of being who you are and the situation you're in, because everyone's story is unique. And sometimes you just need someone to talk to for an hour that isn't going to be at the Thanksgiving dinner table, that isn't going to question everything you've ever done with your life and planning to do. So, yeah, folks are using me for all kinds of services, and I'm enjoying it. Now, some of you are asking me for one-on-one sessions where I think it's possible you really shouldn't be talking to me right now. Not for what I charge. There are some of you who have such small accounts and you feel that you want to talk to me one-on-one. And I cannot justify the amount of money I charge for 1 hour of my time for the size of your portfolio. I just not that I'm demanding you tell me how much you're managing when you ask me for a one-on-one. I have no idea in some cases, but I am clearly being approached by people who are clearly sitting on very small accounts, and they're looking for advisory, and I'm almost, I won't say pushing people away, but I'm directing people over to the classroom side of things. I'm saying to people, I've got classes coming up in the near future, and in the next few weeks, I will let you know when we're ready. I'm not purposely, teasing you and then not doing it. We are in a logistical scenario right now. I just received a package yesterday in the post office. My whiteboard is here. I have a big old whiteboard that I can flip over, and I'm looking forward to using that on the air. I will be conducting classes with a small number of live viewers, private classes, where, Roger, thank you for the donation, appreciate it, where you'll be able to interact with me. It's going to be at least a 2-hour session, these live sessions, where you'll have plenty of opportunity to ask me questions, and there'll be a lot of engagement. These are being put together. This is coming, and I'm hoping to do a couple a week, maybe Saturdays and Sundays, or maybe during the week for one, like a weeknight for one class and a weekend for the other. I don't know yet. It's all up in the air. What will not change is I'll be live here for 5 hours a day as I am now. That's the same. It's just the after hours in the evenings and on weekends. This is where we're trying to figure this out. We do have a personal life, but we are really giving her for this channel right now. So bear with us. Anyway, we'll have these live shows, and there will be so many openings per show. We'll let you know about that. And then those of you who don't want to watch the live or can't get in, because I expect too many requests for how many slots, we have my editor and I. We will edit down these live classes, take out the dead air, and bring in a concise video that you can now watch on our website, and you'll be able to acquire that and watch that as many times as you like. And you'll see the live class. You'll be able to witness it and follow it. And I'm pretty darn sure that those of you who are watching those are going to go, "Oh, this is good stuff," because he's talking about options. He is talking about writing options. He is talking about how they work, and I'm talking about basics all the way up to relatively advanced. And I'm going to try to explain it to you with real life examples. We'll literally I will literally be looking at actual quotes of actual contract to help you read this stuff, to interpret the data, and then help you try to get you to understand how options depreciate over time and why do they trade at such prices and how do they fluctuate and what happens to this contract if the stock does this or the stock does that. Nicholas, thank you for your donation on PayPal. It just hit my computer, my phone. Roger and Nicholas, thank you guys very much. So I will be giving you live, actual examples, and then I will help you forecast. Well, if the stock goes up $3, this should happen. If it goes down $3, this should happen. But if it goes up $3 next week, let me tell you what's going to happen. And so I'll help you try to envision what these contracts will really do as they move forward in time. And there's a lot to go over. I have to, the kind of questions I get on the show here live, and then the questions I'm getting on my emails are helping me figure out the lessons for you guys. I mean, it's a back and forth thing here. I don't want to give you a lesson on something that interests me that you have no interest in, or that will be of utter no use to you whatsoever. I want to cut out the clutter and get to the meat of the matter, because time is money, and it's time to make some. And if I can help guide you in the right direction and keep you away from making mistakes. And this is the key to the options market as well as the stock market. Mistakes are killer. You could have a perfect track record of 9 for 9, and the 10th decision you make is the one that wipes you out, completely out. That is not what we want to have happen here. So stay patient, stick around. I promise you, all members of this channel will be first to find out when the classes begin. You'll be the first to be allowed to book your sessions if you want to join me live, and you'll be given the heads up, before members of the general public who are not members of this channel. There's a reward, a reward for being a member of this channel. That's one of them. Getting advance notice of that. Jermaine, thank you for being a member of this channel. I am glad you are here. T. Johnson Media, man, thank you so much for joining in. This is great stuff. Again, thank you. L4G Custom Fab, thank you for this donation. Here's $5 for my AMC gains, man. Why do you use AMC in your videos? You told people to sell 14. Do you know what a squeeze play is? L4G is not necessarily a fan, but he's donating, and I appreciate that. I'm not going to ignore AMC. Why would I not talk about it? It is a dominant force in the markets. I told people to get out at 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I told people to get out for weeks, months, because I, like the rest of the market, did not believe and could not understand why would the shares go even to 20, let alone to 30, to 50, to 70. But they did. But now that they're here, you can't ignore the fact that the stock is where it is. And there are some things you can do as a shareholder on AMC to really maximize your gains and solidify your gains and get paid to hold. If you're going to hold the stock, you might as well be paid something for all your patience. And that is writing call contracts on AMC. And there are viewers of mine writing $100 call contracts. I have a viewer I know who wrote a $140 contract, $145 contract. I couldn't believe it. Unbelievable premiums being handed over by gamblers on the options market. For some of my viewers who have AMC, who also own GameStop and other stocks, they're going, hey, thanks for the advice. I'll either take it or not. But some of you are taking the advice on these GameStop scenarios, taking these premiums, huge cash premiums, and buying more AMC or buying something else. It's great. It's fantastic. Some of you are now writing AMC contracts. You write them for $15, they go down to $5, you buy them back, and the stock goes back up, and you write them for $15 again, and the stock goes down, and you buy them back for $5. You're making money on AMC without even touching your AMC stock. You're just playing the options market using your AMC stock as a collateral to do it. It's free money. Every other investor does it. Certainly on Wall Street, that's how those skyscrapers are standing there. They're constantly generating money on the money that they're managing. You should be doing the same with the money you're managing, and that's one of the things we're trying to do here. So again, thank you for the donation, AMC viewers. Thank you, AMC viewers, for watching. But you know what? I'm here to make money. I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to make money. The friend part is kind of nice, though, gotta say. Casey Wilson, happy GameStop day. Uncle Bruce, thanks for the bagels, Yoko's, knees, and everything in between from the late 2020 to today. To the moon. Casey, thank you for this donation, and my pleasure. We're having so much fun on this channel. It's unbelievable. Even with AMC people all over me, we're still having fun. And speaking of having fun, I gotta show something off here. Something came in. Thank you, everybody. You mentioned that with the bid ask on call, sometimes 1 cent above the bid is worth a shot. Did I understand? Yes. If you see a bid ask of say $5.50 to $6 for a call contract or a stock, it doesn't matter, and you're a buyer, you want in, why should you pay $6? Why don't you offer $5.51? Why don't you be willing to pay 1 penny more or a nickel more or 3 cents more than the highest buyer? So if it's $5.50 to $6, put in a $5.51 or a $5.52 bid, if you're allowed to. If options trade in nickels, put in a $5.55 bid, $5.60 bid. Don't go right to $6. Why would you do that? If you're a seller, why would you just sell it at $5.50? Offer it at $5.99, 1 penny below be the cheapest seller, 1 penny below the current seller. You actually could be doing a favor to a market maker. It's possible that the market at $5.50 to $6 is a market maker and a market maker making a market on a contract. You're offering a contract of $5.95 or 10 of them or 15 of them. You're doing a favor to the market maker. Now, market maker is not the lowest seller. There's an actual seller with real product for sale. You're doing a favor to the market. You're adding liquidity. You're putting in a bid in at $5.55 ahead of a market maker. You're doing them a favor. They actually don't want to buy it. They're just keeping a market. Because sometimes markets move quickly and regular investors just haven't had time to get their orders in. And so market makers make a market as an indication. And it's like a $5.56 indication. Last trade was $5.78 15 minutes ago or $5.75 or whatever it was. Now you're coming in at $5.55. There's a real bid or an offer at $5.95, a real offer. And you watch the market in the meantime. If you see your stock going up 30, 40 cents a share, you take your $5.95 and take it off the market. That sell order, you cancel that sell order and make it now $6.20. Because I guarantee you, if you pull that sell order out of there, there won't be a sell order at $6 behind you. The market maker will have taken that out of there and made it $6.25. But you're still at $5.95 on the sell side. You take that sell order out because you didn't get taken out. Stock is going up. You take a look and watch that market change. You cancel your order, and all of a sudden you'll notice, oh yeah, it's $5.60 to $6.25 or $5.65 to $6.25. Well, you put an order selling at $6.20. You get taken out there. You just got 25 cents more per contract. That's $25 a contract. 10 contracts, that's $250. Why are you giving away $250? That's, first of all, that's the first smart move you made, from the $5.95 to $6.20. The second thing you did that was smart is he didn't sell it at $5.50, because that's what a lot of people do. Oh, I have to sell at $5.50. That's the best price. I have to take it. They give it away at $5.50 when they could have had $6.25. That is 75 cents a share difference. $75 a contract. 10 contracts, $750. This is how professional traders get rich, off of novice traders who don't know what they're doing. You gave away $750 of potential like that, and you had no idea you did it, because you're going, oh, I sold them at $5.50. Yeah, I sold them. Yeah. No, you gave them away at $5.50. You didn't sell them. You gave them away. You are blowing it. You can't be doing it. Maybe the classes are for you. It's another thing I like to talk about. Anyway, thank you, everybody, so much for being here. Also, Mindaugas Slabada MS is here. Thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate it. Glad you made it, and it's nice of you to join us today. It's fantastic you're here. I'm having so much fun with the names. As you folks know, I'm having fun with the names. Okay. Anyway, what can I say? All right, let's move on. For one other thing I wanted to mention, something came. I got a notification yesterday from Canada Post. I had to go to my local post box. A package arrived yesterday. Let me show you what it is. See if I can get this thing to pop up here. It's a big old box. Okay, I've already opened it, but it came like this, right? The big box came in here, and got it home last night and popped it open, and oh man, I'll tell you, unbelievable. Let me show you what I got. All right, let's just take a look here. So first of all, this big box arrives, and there's all this paper to protect the contents of said box. And this note shows up. Hey, Brucey, I hear your bagels are in dire need of this. Best wishes from Tim Summers. Tom Summers. Thank you, Tom, for this. What a guy. Like I said, I got home and I opened up the package and I see this. There are these shrink wrap tubes, long tubes, 2 of them. And so unwrap the wrap. You gotta be careful with what you got there. You don't want to have anything hurt. Let's see if I can make this work. Here we go. Open it up. Guess what I got? How about that? How about some grape jelly from Welch's? Yeah, baby, grape jelly from Welch's. Oh man, and this is from the United States of America because there is no French anywhere on this label. This isn't from Canada. This is from the USA. This is the real deal. This is the real Welch's. That's one. And then I had the second one in here. Here we go. Oh, my God. This is like Christmas come early. I'll tell you right now. Here's the second one. Unravel it and check it out. Got the tape going. Oh, this is precious cargo. Let me tell you. Protecting against all kinds of issues. We don't want to have anyone get hurt here. Matter of fact, I don't even know if I can get this out. This is still sealed right in here. Oh my God, this is so exciting. This is so exciting. I love it. See if I can get that come on out. Come on down, baby. Can't get it to come out. Take a look. Welch's. It's a second Welch's. I was going to leave it here. I got 2 Welch's grape jellies. Thank you, Tom. Thank you so much. Concord grape jelly from Welch's. Jennifer says, oh, okay. She says, that's great. You can have the Welch's and I'll finish off your whatever that other brand is, Smucker's, whatever that stuff is I've been using. Pretty awesome stuff. So Tom Summers, man, thank you for this. Tom was warning me, there's a package coming to you. Keep an eye open for it. It's coming. And it arrived. It took a while, but it arrived, and it's all good. And thank you, Tom, so much. Fantastic. Anyway, there you go. That's what happened there. Absolutely wonderful stuff. And to say the least, I'm really appreciative of all this. All right, just checking the markets here on the opening. We're up 4 points. We got 32 minutes to go before we open up. We're up 4 points on the Dow. Now we're up 5. This is the futures. S&P futures up 6.5. Nasdaq up 51. Crude oil, $70.35 a gallon right there. Okay, nice job, Tom Summers. That's right, Tom Summers. Yeah, that bubble wrap. I'll be reusing that bubble wrap. You betcha. Jelly. Big Jelly must be a donor. That's pretty cool stuff. Unboxing channel. That's right. Welch is still confirmed. Love it. Love the jelly, man. Love the jelly. Man, this is fantastic. Again, thank you, everybody. Here we go. Al4G is still going after me here. My thing is, Bruce should let people know the truth. If you want to be a part of the movement, grab a couple of AMC and not sell, now sell. Well, like I say, it's all up to you. If you want to own a company that has $5.5 billion in debt and has been selling stock to survive, AMC is for you. Sure. Movie company. The good moves they've made, and I have been very, very positive about the president of the company. AMC viewers who hate my guts have unsubscribed from this channel, have sent vitriol comments, death threats. I mean it. Death threats have come in here. Really nasty stuff. It has been really pathetic. I've had to discontinue comments because of AMC people. Sorry, but I've had to do. I can't even allow any messages to my channel because of the absolute hatred. I have been complimenting the president of AMC for months. This guy is a genius. He was a former president, CEO of Norwegian Cruise Lines. This guy knows what he's doing. He has figured out a way to survive this company through the worst possible scenario you could ever be faced with. A movie theater where not a single theater is open. All last year, all last summer, during the height of the movie market, the guy couldn't even open his doors for anything because of the international shutdown. And yet, the president of that company found a way to survive that company through that mess. I was amazed, really amazed. And before I followed AMC in any real way, I saw it at $3 a share, $2 a share last year summer when I made the video about GameStop with the 70 million share short position against 70 million shares outstanding. AMC was trading at $3 a share, and it looked terrible. It looked like it was in real trouble. And this president pulled off the unthinkable. He found ways to get landlords to negotiate with him. He was able to renegotiate bank loans. He was able to attract capital into the company. I mean, that guy did a phenomenal job. And even now, in the last 3 weeks, he has raised $1.25 billion, $1.5 billion of fresh money. Genius. I mean, kudos to this guy. This guy's selling stock in the 50s to investors. Unbelievable. I can't believe investors are giving him money, but they are. The good news is that the more money they give him, the better for all the shareholders of AMC, because AMC is getting richer cash-wise. If they can continue to sell more stock, if the shareholders approve a 25 million share issuance for AMC, he could raise another $1.5 billion. He'll have $2.5–3 billion in cash lying around. He could throw $2 billion at the debt, bring it down to $3.5 billion, greatly reducing interest expenses and repayment terms. Oh, fantastic news for the company. If he could issue 100 million shares at $50, he would pay off all the debt. The company would be debt-free. The downside, of course, it would be 650 million shares outstanding as opposed to 100 million shares 2 years ago. That's the downside, the liquidation and the dilution of shareholders for the ability to raise cash. But at these levels in the 50s, this is unthinkable, because the thought was that every analyst out there was going, they're going to have to raise money at $1 a share to try to get by. They'll have to sell billions of shares at $1 a share to survive. And they didn't. They didn't do that. And the last batch, they sold 50 million at 45 million shares around the 980 range. That was the last time they sold what we call, lower price stock. And that was incredible that they pulled that off. And now 2 tranches, 20 million shares in the 50s. Phenomenal. This president of this company is doing an incredibly good job. And I really respect the fact that he is doing one-on-one interviews with YouTubers like Trey's Trades. He's on his channel. I think it's great. I think it's fantastic. Would I kill to have a senior executive officer of GameStop on this channel? Oh, yeah. Just let me know, guys. You ever want to appear on this channel, let me know. Mr. Cohen, if you're ever interested in being here, being a fellow Canadian, look, I'd love to have you on my channel. And whatever you want to talk about, man, you just tell me what you want to talk about, or I'll just throw the floor to you. And yeah, absolutely. I'd love to do that. So I'm so happy for shareholders of AMC that a miracle has happened. It's a miracle. It really is. In the history of the stock markets, this is a miracle. But now that you're here, you're in $50-something territory on your stock, you better be taking advantage of it, and you can. And that's the key right here. Uncle Bruce, thanks for sharing your huge smile with us. It's awesome to see you get love back from us. Krista, thank you so much. Appreciate you being here. Guys, thank you all for all of your support. I appreciate it. My report is officially all green. I'm in all the SPACs Uncle Bruce likes, with at least 50 shares in each. Thank you, Uncle B, for everything you do. Thank you, and let's make money. Actually, I bought AMC at 688 in February. I sold it twice in March and made money and walked away into something better. Fundamentals. Why? Because I'm learning not to hold the bag. And this is it. The GameStop story started with DFV. How the AMC folks think they're involved with GameStop crowd is baffling. The two are separate storylines. Stop listening to MSM. What can I say? We're just trying to make money. These stocks are money. That they're tools to make money with. Bruce, if L4G Custom is paying you to complain about you have scored. He is clearly someone with way too much time on his hands. Well, what can I say? Everyone has their opinion, their thoughts, their emotions. I don't know. Mark, L4G Custom Fab, that is great. That should make you very happy. You guys have gotten regulars help. Short selling may get cut back. This info should help continue to make you money. Again, I keep trying to remind a lot of folks here who are following these different stocks, do not get married to these stocks. These are tools to make money. These are not your pets. Uncle B, you probably talked about this earlier, about how should we expect the GameStop to react to the financials with historical drops in price after results? Should we prepare for the big dip? Look, I'm waiting for a lot of clarity to come out of GameStop. I'm not looking for the surprise of a lifetime regarding GameStop. I'm not looking for like an announcement that says, "Oh yeah, by the way, we are into this business now." Not expecting that today. I'm expecting what I'm hoping to get from GameStop today, tomorrow, is clarity on the plan, the big plan. And one of the things I want cleared up would be, how many stores have you shut down now from the peak? How many more will you shut down this year? What are your thoughts? Where do you think your store count will be in the next year or two? Give me direction that way. Give me an indication. Talk about this new distribution center in York, Pennsylvania. This is exciting. I think this is great. Are there more perhaps being created? How many people are you going to hire there? How big of a place is this going to be? What kind of percentage of your business do you think you're going to do through there? Any indication? Tell us about your website situation, how that's going, your e-commerce trading. Talk to us about, if you can, about this NFT stuff. What's going on with these non-fungible tokens? Fungible token. Talk to me about that. Talk to me about esports. Can you give us an indication of where are you looking? Give us some idea, because I'm excited about what I think is happening. I have my guesses of what I think is going on, but I don't want to guess. I don't want to be a guesser. I want to be someone who can say, "Oh, wow, that looks good. That's so. This is all right. This is unbelievable." I want to get some real info here that should be provided to the shareholders of the company. The owners of the company ought to know what their management is doing. And so I'm kind of hoping today will be a clarification day. As far as where the stock goes today, again, I don't expect the kind of news that necessarily makes the stock jump, but I'm also not going to discount the fact that maybe, just maybe, could we get a first quarter financial result that is blowing the doors off of expectations? Could we get an indication that the second quarter, which is already underway here, is blowing away expectations already? If we get that kind of direction, that kind of indication that the company's financials are really coming on, and with what they're getting into is low cost, high margin business, these shares could go much higher, because all of a sudden the community out there will go, "Oh, gee, they're not in trouble. They're not in any economic trouble at all. These guys are starting to make some bucks. And in the next 3 years, these guys could make 10, 15 bucks a share profit on this thing." $15 a share profit with a $50 multiple is a $750 stock. 100 PE multiple on a fast-growing company is not unusual. That's a $1,500 stock. People begin to get the impression that in 2 years, this is a $1,500 stock. It won't be a 304 anymore. So there could be that. And this is why I'm so, what's happening. Anyway, there you have it. I'm just stoked up. Uncle Bruce, true story. I put my phone in my back pocket on the way home today, and upon pulling into the driveway, I hear Uncle Bruce. I turned you on inadvertently this morning before I even got in the house. Look at that. You can't get away from me. I'm just all over. This is awesome stuff. Uncle Bruce, do you think the Welch jelly to boost GameStop stock past the 346 resistance? If so, we'll all be looking forward to it. I don't know. We're hoping for the best. I'll tell you that. I bought a 65-inch Vizio from GameStop after making 25 grand on those guys. Should be reported in earnings. Laughing out loud. There you go. You're making them money because they're making you money. This is good stuff. Good stuff. Anyway, we'll see what happens here. Yeah, sure. Leon is saying, according to Zacks investment research, based on 3 analyst forecasts, the consensus for earnings per share forecast for the quarter is 67 cents. You know, the thing that the analysts have not done on GameStop, never have, and still aren't doing, I haven't seen a single report anywhere now in 2 months, about 2 months ago, or 6 weeks ago, something like that. You remember GameStop paid off their long-term debt? The long-term debt they paid off, $230 million, whatever the amount was, that was 10% interest debt. That debt was costing them 10% a year in interest. It was going to run them $21 million in expense this year and next year. It was a 7-year loan, 7 more years, $21 million a year. They have paid it off early to save themselves $140 million in interest over 7 years. Do you think any analyst anywhere has made any reference to the fact that the company, by making that move, has saved the shareholders $140 million in expenses? There's nothing. There's nothing. These analysts, these so-called analytical reports and estimations are on numbers from a year ago. And remember another thing about AMC and any other retailer, really. A year ago, every store was closed. Everybody's stores were closed last year. The only stores allowed to be open were Costco, Walmart, your grocery store. All these other shopping malls in general, were locked up last year. And so analysts are going, oh, well, last year they only made so much money and they're not going to do that much. Well, yeah, you're comparing pandemic and you're now using pandemic numbers going forward this year. I mean, how pathetic and lazy can you guys get? I mean, these analysts can't get any lazier than this. Here's another beef I have. This is one of my beefs. For you folks out there who are making money on SPACs, those of you who are investing in the SPACs that I've been mentioning, I tell you what really bugs me about the media out there, and it's not just any one media. It's all over the place. You'll see headlines something like SPAC XYZ down 40%, and that's the headline. That's your clickbait headline. We'll be back after this word to talk about this stock, which is down 40%. And you come back after the 5-minute commercial break, and what are they talking about? They're talking about the fact that the SPAC came out at $10 a share 6 months ago, and went up to $15 a share, $20 a share on anticipation of a deal, and is now back from $20 a share, is now trading at 12. All right, it's down 40%. That's the headline. This SPAC is down 40%. In reality, what they're saying is it's down 40% from its all-time high. What they're not saying is it's actually up 20% from where it was issued at. It came out at $10 a share. They only want to talk to you about the all-time high, and then from there, that's how we measure SPACs. And how many times have you seen headlines and stories about SPACs that are off 20, 40, 50% from their all-time highs to where they are now? And in many, many, many cases, the SPACs are trading around $9.50 to $11 a share because they're waiting to get their deals through. And in reality, you're either down 5% or you're up 15, 20% waiting for the deal to close. But as far as these guys are concerned, these media guys, oh, you're down 50%. These SPACs are crashing. The SEC has put the boots to these guys. They're out of favor now. Only fools would buy SPACs. I just shake my head at these guys. This is their style. This is the way they think. This is always the way they think. And they always go for the headline-grabbing, sensationalistic crap headline where they're not talking about reality. They're just not going to talk to you about reality. And they treat you like idiots. And they call you idiots. I mean, they call it to your face. And then they try to sell you a Cadillac, which is just the craziest of all things. You get insulted by these media outlets, especially these TV guys. And then right away, they try to sell you a new pillow, a Cadillac, nice perfume, take a holiday, Like they're your best friend all of a sudden. I mean, it just absolutely blows my mind how two-sided these guys are. It really is pathetic. They're not business networks in any way, shape, or form. It's really sad. But kids, you got to go through the clutter. You got to fight your way through it to get to the promised land of, I hope, the truth or some sense of reality as to what's really going on out there. And you just make your decisions based on fact and on reality, and wait it out, because sometimes you could get sucked in by these guys that are just it's so sinister. It is really pathetic. Have you noticed, by the way, there's no congressional hearing ever being called to investigate exaggerating media companies, exaggerating from the truth. You don't ever see that. No, the only investigations you get from Congress are when retail investors like you have the audacity to try to make money in the market. There's got to be something wrong. I mean, if everybody's making money, there's got to be something illegal going on, don't you think? Unbelievable. 304 on GameStop with 15 minutes to go on the day. Last night, the stock closed at 300 even on the nose. And what can GameStop do today? I tell you, it can go from as low as 260 to as high as 360 today. I'm going to give you a $100 range. That's what GameStop could do today. What will it do? I have no idea, but that's what it could do. I have been on the record back in March, you might recall, February, March, before the year-end reports were coming out for GameStop. I was begging GameStop to really put together a blockbuster phone call presentation to you and the world media, and they blew it. They did a 15-minute garbage show that no one could get into because there weren't enough phone lines to get into these guys. They didn't take any questions. They didn't talk about the future of the company, and they just shut the thing down. I mean, the worst possible presentation of all time was conducted by GameStop back in March. I wonder what's going to happen today. I really do, because the worry I have is that Sherman will be at the annual meeting. He's the only guy who's going to be there, from what I can understand. No one else. The others will be, the other people, including Mr. Cohen, will be at the meeting in a virtual reality kind of way. I have no idea how this is going to go down. I wonder if that meeting is over in 15 minutes as well. I really do. Then at the end of the day, after the market closes, apparently we get the first quarter financials, and I think we get a conference call or something. I'm not sure whether it's a telemarketing thing. And I'm wondering about this one. Is this going to be another disaster, or is this going to be done right? I have no idea. No one's called me for advice, but boy, oh boy, this is Public Company 101. You have a killer investor relations department in-house. You have the best of the best when it comes to communicators on board your public company. You have way overpriced people over there. Like, you paid top dollar to get top-notch investment relations people over there to handle the communication to shareholders and to the world. Because the reality is, for GameStop and for AMC and for Wendy's and for all these other meme stocks that are trading like crazy, Clover and everybody else, you guys have now got collectively millions and millions of shareholders. We're not talking about millions and millions of pension funds or hedge funds. We're talking about individual people who own your stock, from a half a share to 10,000 shares a person and in between. You have gazillions of them, and these people deserve your respect, and they deserve your clarity. And you better be talking to them on a level that they can understand what the hell you're talking about, because you're sure making my job easy. I got to tell you that. You're making it easy for a guy like me. I try to interpret these news releases and then break them down into plain English for everybody else. You guys have got to get your acts together, all of you out there, every one of you public companies. And I'm not talking now about meme stocks. I'm talking about everybody, because this world has changed. All trading on stock can now be done on this, in theory. And there are hundreds of millions. I'm not talking about 5 million people or 8 million. I'm talking about hundreds of millions of investors, and that's what they are, who are buying and selling stock and ETFs and mutual funds on this. They don't use this to get crypto, and that's all they do. They are doing this using this for everything. and they can now buy and sell stock at a moment's notice at their leisure, depending on how they feel they're being treated and being respected. And I'm telling you, if you're a public company, you had better get with the program, buddy. Get with the program and gear your investor relations department to talk to people who use this to buy and sell your stock. And it could well be that a $303 stock like GameStop, it could well be that you have 1 million people out there that don't even have a share each that own your stock. But collectively, they might own 700,000 shares. And they talk to 10 people each through texting and through messaging. And this represents, I don't know how many millions more. It's possible that you have 1 million shareholders in GameStop that collectively own 40 million shares, 25 million shares. Half of all the float could well be small, tiny retail investor or more. In AMC, I know it's 3.5 million. 3.5 million shareholders. That's the number that's being tossed out there. 3.5 million shareholders in AMC. And I got to think that a zillion of them, a ton of those folks don't own they own less than 10 shares each. Dr. G, thank you for becoming a member of this channel. Welcome aboard. It's nice to have you here. So I'll tell you, this presentation today and tonight and going forward, think about who your shareholders really are. You don't have to convince mutual funds to invest in your thing. Some of them just invest in your company because of the sector you're in and what have you, and they allocate you at a certain percentage of their funds under allocation, and almost no matter what you say, they're just going to buy into your stock. What you need to acquire and what you need to gain the trust of are the armies of small investors that can make or break your company, because it's a new world now. It's shifted. It's gone the bizarro direction. No longer do shareholders buy and sell your stock on your earnings per share and your management. They now buy your stock on perceived performance down the road. They are buying into your future. In the past, it used to be, oh, well, they've got 4 good quarters of earnings and it looks pretty solid. Another 7% earnings growth this year. We'll buy into that stock because of the last 5 years' performance. We don't have that here. What we have here are people going, what do you think GameStop will be next year? What do you think GameStop's going to do in 6 months? What about this new guy, Cohen? What's he going to do with this company? Is he going to transform this company like the rumor is? We are noticing people buying $303 stock right now saying, yeah, we know the stock's ahead of the fundamentals. We know that. But I'm only putting in $1,000. I'm not putting in my life savings of everything I've got. Some of you are, but I don't recommend it. But a lot of people here are buying GameStop with play money. But those are the people you have to talk to. You have to take them very seriously, because the people with play money add up to people that own your entire company. And you better be adhering to their wishes. And I would be ahead of the curve. And I would be doing exactly what the AMC guy is doing. I would be on top of this phenomenon, not trailing it. I'd be leading it. This is your opportunity. And for GameStop, theoretically, I tell you, I would be thrilled if they came up with an announcement shortly to say, yeah, we're thinking of selling 5 million shares into the market from time to time. Yeah, I'd like to hear that. I'd like to hear that a lot. Bring in another $1.5 billion in cash or more, maybe issue 10 million shares. Yeah, I'd like to hear that. Fund yourself up with cash. You don't need it, I know, for day-to-day operations, but you can use it to do acquisitions and transform your company into another powerhouse machine. This would be great. This is kind of announcements I'm looking for. We're going to see what happens here, guys. I don't know. We're just, oh, man. Interesting day. 303 on GameStop. We're here. We're watching it. We're waiting. And we're watching everything else. SoFi, 24.50, up 61 cents. 6 minutes to the opening, kids. What are we going to see on our SPACs and our former SPACs? What about these other stocks we're following? What are they going to do? My gosh, this is exciting stuff. I want to take a look at some of these other stocks we're following. How about, let's take a look at Gores right now. Gores Holdings at $15.65, up 27 cents in the pre-market. That's looking pretty darn good. VGAC, Virgin Group Acquisition Corp, 1042, up 17 cents right now. It's been as high as 1060 this morning. What about VACQ? We're talking about Vector Acquisitions, 1085, really looking good up here. This stock again, they're getting ready for their takeover, their merger. Rocket Lab, exciting stuff. Navstar, what's happening on Navstar? $10 a share, up 6 cents. Thank you. It's nice to see it back at that level again. What about FAII, Fortress, 10.13, up 11 cents. Been as high as I think 10.16 this morning in the pre-market. Okay, getting better and better. What else have we got going here? Oh man, kids, we've got so much to follow here. One after the other, after the other, after the other. Get ready, hang on to your hats, and buckle up, kids. It's going to be an interesting ride today, and I hope that some of you are making money today. That's what it's all about. I hope you're getting richer, and if you are, I am thrilled. Good stuff, and let's keep you away from making mistakes. Absolutely avoid making fatal errors in judgment regarding our stocks and our investment holdings, okay? Thank you guys so much for following me. The Dow now down 5 points going into the pre-market. Towards the end of our pre-market, I guess I should say, we've got the S&P up 6.5, and we have NASDAQ up 52. So that's what we have right now, and that is what I'm showing. We are watching these markets very closely to see what they want to give us. Thank you for saying hi to me and Jennifer here in Creston, British Columbia. Our weather today is going to be unsettled, not too pleasant, in the 60s probably for the highs, maybe even only 50s. Yeah, right now we're only 52 degrees, and the high today maybe 62, 63. Not so good tomorrow. Yuck, 64. Friday, 66. Not until Saturday, Sunday do we warm up, but then we do warm up dramatically. Hope for the best. 6:26 is the time right now here. That means we're 4 minutes away from an opening trade on the big board over on CNBC. You know what they're doing right now? Are they giving you deep market analysis right now with 3 minutes before the opening? Nope. They're showing a commercial right now for Norvine, whatever kind of drug that is. They're showing you ads, and they'll be right back with more breaking news that will cause, I'm sure, all kinds of fun and consternation. Thank you all for following me and this channel, and thank you for becoming members of this channel and subscribing to this channel. Those of you who are becoming subscribers, very much appreciate this. We love you guys, and we are stoked and pumped and excited, and we're just so jacked up about the future. Anyway, one thing at a time. We will stay on top of it. Dr. G, thank you for this donation. Hey, Bruce, I'm sitting on 3,000 shares of GameStop. Should I write call contracts on all or part of them right now? How do you determine strike price? It seems like you recommend 1.2 to 1.3 times current stock price. It varies on how long the contract is going to be for. That's the thing about writing contracts. And it's different between stocks. And it's different between the owner of the stocks, depending on your age, depending on your needs. Are you looking for income to carry your household? Are you looking to add income long-term in a retirement account? Are you growing this tax-free? Are you paying tax on these gains because it's outside of a 401k or anything else? Are you in need of a capital injection of any kind in the next few months for something specific? Are you nearing the end of a loan agreement? What are your needs for capital? What's your risk tolerance level in all of this? Of course, if you've got 3,000 GameStop, you are a bit of a roller here. You got a bit of money and you are a gambler. Because you could be holding this kind of money in something else that's not quite so entertaining, as we should say. You could also take your shares, divide them into 3 pieces, and you could write contracts that expire this Friday, contracts that expire in like 3 weeks, and contracts that expire in 3 months. I mean, there's no end to the possibilities here as to how you're going to play this. I have some investors or viewers who say to me, at $300, man, I'm thrilled. I'm just blown away. I'm into this for $150 a share. It is 300 now. I'm like, yeah, this is great. Now what? What do I do? And I've talked to people about the idea that maybe you should consider writing options with a $500 strike price. Maybe that might be an idea. Maybe you take a third of these shares and write 10 contracts with a $500 strike price. Look out to September, October, November, like I'm going out a ways, and bring in 50, 70, whatever dollars a share, as many as possible, as many as humanly possible dollars to reduce the cost factor of your stock. And if there's a dip in the market, which can happen, you're there to buy more GameStop with that money. You're just going to acquire more stock. How about that? That might be something you might want to consider. There's no one answer to this question. It's a simple looking question, and it's one sentence. Well, that's actually two sentences. No, it's three. I see two periods. It's a three sentence. There's four. This is a long question. And it's got a long answer. And so it's not so simple. You want to write October call contracts on this stock where they're $500 exercise price. You can probably bring in $65 a share or more right now on October 15th call options. Well, if you're into this stuff for $150 and you can bring in $65 right now, you've just reduced the cost of your stock to $85. You've reduced your risk to $85 a share. Yet you're offering them for $500, which is $200 higher than where they are at, daring the market to, well, you can take them off my hands between now and October for $500. That gives me $565, by the way, if you sell with that premium locked in. You've got a $565 sale on a $150 purchase. That's a $415 gain on your shares on however number of contracts you write. You can do it with all 3,000 if you want, then just, forget about it. Just go, I'm just going to do it, and I don't have to worry about it. But you could also play the game of, no. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to write contracts that expire in July this month. And I'm thinking about offering July contracts maybe that will be, let's say just ahead of the market here. Let's take a look here. July the 9th, maybe we'll write 350s. Well, you can bring in $50 for those. That's $400 to you if you get taken out by July the 9th. That's a month from now. On the other hand, you write 450s, you can bring in $35. And if they don't reach 450, that 35 is your money, and you can write again. You can write more contracts. You've got a lot of options here. We have classes to do, as you can folks can plainly see. We have a lot to cover here. Jason, thank you for becoming a member. And Daniel, thank you for becoming a member, as we are now open for trading and we're running this market. Let's see what's going on here. See if anyone's making any money around this place. We've got SoFi opening at 23.26. Every morning, the same thing. It opens down. It kind of consolidates. It figures itself out, and then we figure out what happens next. This is what the pattern seems to be with this stock. Carter Cole, thank you for your donation, by the way. Appreciate it. We've got opening volume of 963,000, as far as I can tell you. GameStop, 299.72 right now on the opening salvo of 500,000 shares. We've got AMC at 50.59, opening volume of 11 million. We have Gores at 15.69, up 31 cents on an opening shot of 76,000 shares. We're watching, let's see if I can get that to work. There we go. We have VGAC at 10.42, up 17 cents. VGAC volume, 283,000 to start today, and the shareholder meeting tomorrow. The Fifth Wall acquisition, 10.79, up 4 cents. Vector acquisitions up 25 cents to just jumped to 10.82, up 35 cents on 99,500. That's got to be getting close to a shareholder vote. And we'll probably hear about that very soon. Navstar, Navsite, 9.98, up 4 cents. Starboard at 10.01, up 2 cents. Fortress Value, 10.06, up 4 cents. These are the early morning first salvo trades just to get the thing started here. Let's see where it leads us. The GameStop right now, 294, down $5. It's to be expected. We had a nice run yesterday, and get ready for volatility all day today. We're going to be up and down and all around on GameStop and on other stocks today. SoFi, 23.76, down 12 cents. It was as low as 23.01 apparently. I don't know if that's accurate, but it's 23.85 right now, down 4 cents on 1.1 million shares. It's quickly coming on to the break-even and perhaps beyond price. GameStop, 297 now, 297.38. And SoFi just went positive up 19 cents to 24.08. That first trade, the first 2 minutes of SoFi seems to be a down dip, and then the reality sets in and it goes up again. It's just a crazy pattern. 24.16 on SoFi, up 28 cents, going higher. GameStop, $2.97, down $3, coming on as well, $297.64. AMC at $49.21, down $5.84. Gores at $15.65, up 27 cents. VGAC, $10.39, up 14 cents. Welcome to the opening quotes as we are figuring out where we're headed right at this moment. Thank you, everybody, for being here, and let's see what's going on. Yes, SoFi hit 25 in the after hours last night. That is correct. It did do that. 298 now in GameStop. That is the probably the best level of the morning so far as we are coming on, although my chart says that the high of the day was 305, and I don't know who to believe. I'm believing the current price of 297.38 at the moment. And I might be looking at a 294.67 price as it's jumping around to kind of start the ball rolling this morning. And let's see what happens. Wow, AMC right now 48.40 on AMC on 16.6 million, down 665. Those of you running options against this stock, take your money. Take money. Could be a dip. Might not. I don't know. Gores 15.57 up 19 cents. VGAC 10.41 up 16 cents. Vector acquisition up 23 cents to 10.70, and FAI Fortress now 10.06 up 3 cents. SoFi up 28 cents, 24.17. Back to 298 on GameStop is where I see it right at the moment, jumping about. The Dow is down 2.9 points. There's no change on the Dow. S&P is up 6.8 points. NASDAQ is up 63 points. That is the early morning indication, what we're seeing here right now. And we're going to have fun. Today's the annual meeting for GameStop. Yes, it is. This afternoon, is it 2 o'clock Eastern? I can't remember. It's sometime later today. And then after the market closes tonight, GameStop will release their first quarter financials, which includes February, March, and April. That much we are awaiting for. Okay. Bruce is starting to sound like an announcer at a racetrack. Here they come. They're at the post. You never know about that. Mark, Blue Skies, the day we find out we own the float. Wow. Wally, little league meeting like T-ball. Maybe 11 a.m. Eastern time is the meeting, apparently, the annual meeting. Buy the dip, says Matthew. 11 Eastern time, I think, says our friend Nazareth. Fantastic. So, that's coming up in an hour and a half. Is that correct? I think so. That would be 8 my time, 11 Eastern. I think that's right. SoFi, 23.98, up 9 cents. GameStop, 296.51. AMC, 49.97. Gores, 15.51. And VGAC at 10.40 right now. Vector, 10.68, up 21 cents. Generally green. The Dow down 2 points. Nothing to get excited about. Actually, it's now up a point. The Dow just kind of hanging around the flat line. S&P up 7. Cheers from Traveling with Stock Markets with Bruce, Traveling with Bruce, both my channels. Cheers to all of you around the world. Thank you so much. Thank you all for being here, hanging out with yours truly as we get through another opening and watch the day unfold. It sure got busy yesterday. In the last hour, it all happened in the last hour yesterday. Everything took off at the same time. It was just insanity. I thank you all for that crazy time. We're going to see how the day goes all day today. The GameStop thing, like I said, we'll jump around because the meeting is in an hour and a half. It'll last half an hour. I don't know. We'll see if anything comes out of that. I don't know. I hope so. And hopefully there'll be official announcements made by GameStop today. Actual press releases, that would be nice. We'll follow those. Please do give us something like that. Thank you, everybody, for being here with 752 thumbs ups already. I mean, I haven't even had to show off this album cover. I mean, I haven't even had to show this off as a threat to tell you that if I don't get 1,000 thumbs ups in the near future, I'm going to have to start playing this stuff. Yoko Ono is ready to go. The turntable's right here. Thank you for these thumbs ups with 764 coming in. The sooner we get to 1,000, the sooner this is not a threat to our existence. But she's right here. I'm just saying, 795, 804 on the thumbs ups. Thank you. I appreciate this very much. Okay. It's not all peaches and cream, Okay. Let's continue on here. What are we going to do? Bill Cohen, building a foundation of stocks that are growing in value. Next, it's option writing to leverage them. After that, well, I think I will be in shock from all the green. Life-changing. There you go. That's it. First, we find our stocks. We get in there. We leverage up with options. We make our money, and then we start picking off these stocks and start writing calls against them and having a nice steady income on our hands. And we quit our day jobs. How about that, Yoko? Oh no! Hi, Yoko. Hey, Bruce. Up to 50% on all my calls today. I'm up 50% already. By the way, had a super chat about SPACs, investment in general. Cool beans stuff, man. Keep it happening. Let's go. Rumor has it GameStop will move from the Russell 2000 to the Russell 1000. If so, wouldn't the shares that were borrowed have to be returned and all new companies and ETFs be buying in the market? Well done, Ninja. I don't know. I'm not sure if that's going to happen. I'll just say that if the GameStop shares end up on the Russell 1000, that of course is a higher upgrade to the company. But I think that they were taken off the S&P 500 a while ago. I don't think they're on that now. It goes back and forth. Sometimes you can get overexcited about certain classifications of the stock with regard to indexes. I have seen where companies are taken off the Dow 30, and you think, oh gosh, the company is no longer a Dow 30 member. Oh, this is bad news. And the stock goes up in price. So it sometimes does not matter. It's kind of funny, but it's nice to have that handle, to be able to call yourself a so-and-so member stock. Jennifer Hanlon, thank you for becoming the latest, greatest member of this channel. Another female member has joined us, and I love it. The gals are joining this channel from all over the world, and I love it. Welcome to my female members to this channel. You're very welcome here. We keep this channel as respectful as if at all possible, although it gets away from me once in a while, I have to admit. But sometimes it gets away from me because what the gals say. Sometimes the gals come up with one-liners on here that just blow my mind. So I'm just warning you. It can get interesting, but we try to keep it PG rated all the time. And thank you for joining, and thank you for being here. This is beautiful, guys. Thank you. Welcome, Jennifer. Of course. What can I say? Yeah, welcome, Jen. Great name, by the way. Great name. Nice. Those of you who are brand new to this channel, if you've never, if you don't know, my wife is a Jennifer Aniston lookalike wife. She's probably won contests like crazy. This is her. She and I were out the other night. We went to Tim Hortons for a couple of donuts and a little coffee. Look at the shape of her body. I mean, this gal really takes good care of herself. Like, I'm really impressed with how she, doesn't let the donuts get to her. It's really something. I'm as you can see, a pretty happy guy. Sometimes she lets me out of the house without wearing a tie. But you can tell by my look there, I kind of feel uncomfortable without my tie on. I kind of feel like I'm just not too comfortable around the neck area there. I kind of going, I wouldn't mind having my tie on, actually, because, I have an image to uphold apart from, wearing my sweatshirts and my T-shirts on the air all the time. But when I'm out of the house and walking around Crescent, I kind of like looking like this right here. I got that happy look on there with my suit and tie, and this is us. This is how we go grocery shopping. We head over to the local stop over here. We have a couple grocery stores in town, and Jennifer, she likes to have her purse with her phone in there, and that's where the shopping list is. And we go around and we dress up a little bit for a grocery store, but not overly. I mean, we like to look presentable, and shine the city of Creston in its best light. And a lot of people from Creston look exactly like that, by the way. If you ever come to this town, you'll quickly note that even though we're in the middle of the mountains and we have logging trucks and stuff, and we have a lot of people hiking and fishing, and we have a lot of farms around here, this is typical of what we wear around this town. We are generally very well dressed British Columbians, and we put on the good stuff. When we walk around town, we want to show off this town in its finest light. And no need for the people in Hollywood to get all the glamour. No, there's no need for that. We too can be pretty darn glamorous around here. And like I say, thank you for those of you who are watching us and visiting with us from time to time. If you ever come to visit us, you'll see for yourself just how glamorous this town really is. Nathan, I just picked up 10 SVAC calls for January 21st, 2022. 12.50 strike for $1.20. Nice buy. That's a good buy. The shares reached $15 on the merger, just $15 in the next 8 months. With all that money they're being thrown, you're looking at a $2.50 book value plus probably a $1.50 time value at least. You're probably at a $4 contract already. So yeah, I mean, you're going to do just fine here. You're going to make some money. Nice going, man. Here we go. Wheat Wild, thank you for these 15 shekels. This is Israeli money. I figured this out. These are 15 shekels. Uncle Bruce, I have cash for one of two choices. I can do one of two things. I can buy 5 Gores Holdings $20 call contracts for February 22 at $1.95, or I can buy 5 FAII 1250 calls November 21 at $1.95. It's the farthest these shares, these contracts go for FAII November. I'm leaning on Gore. I'm leaning towards the Gores Holdings than the other one. What do you think? Well, I like the timing. I like that I like that February timing. Excuse me, I'll get it right. FEB, February. I like going February on your contracts, and on Gores. I like it, but I do like that 12.50 call strike price on the FAII. So you're a winner either way. And so govern yourself accordingly. But I like how you're thinking here. I like how you're sort of, yeah, that's right. This might be one way to go. By the way, this is Fadigan, you got it. You folks who are doing a lot of Google searching on Creston, British Columbia, you're quickly figuring out Creston is North America's Monaco. Exactly. It's Monaco. It's Monaco-esque. There's a lot of money around here. Very high, well-to-do, falutin people around here, and I'll tell you right now, I wear these suits all the time around town, and I look like a schlep. I'm telling you, I'm like a schlep. The folks around here are really putting me to shame. I'm just telling you, there's a reason Jennifer is constantly dressing up like you see on these photos. She's just trying to keep up with everybody else. She doesn't want to stand out. I mean, she doesn't want to be like a sore thumb. I mean, you gotta have the look to, I mean, you go grocery shopping and you look like this. You are possibly, coming off as the town schlep, the bottle picker, you know what I mean? You got to be careful. I mean, Jen keeps a close eye on fashion, and she keeps a sharp eye on me when we leave this house. Inside the house, I can wear whatever I want. I'm okay wearing this sweatshirt, and it's all right for me to have my T-shirt on. It's okay, but I'll tell you, walk outside this house, and I'll tell you, I've got to, like I say, I'm not too comfortable without my tie on. You can tell here, I'm not that comfy. It's kind of like my head is sort of not fitting right that day. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not quite. Where here, I'm really happy. I mean, look how happy. It's beautiful. I'm all set there. I'm just so thrilled. Look at all the paparazzi out there. I mean, you cannot believe the paparazzi in this town of 5,000 people in the middle of the Rockies here in Creston. It's incredible. I mean, it's the Monaco of North America. I mean, where they sleep, I don't know. There must be RV parks around here with these guys because they're everywhere. I mean, we cannot get away without getting out of, just going to the grocery store, going to Timmy's on our drive-through. I mean, we got to get darker tint on our windows, I think. I'm telling you, it's, it's not easy. Watching you on the big screen this morning, Uncle Bruce, we're feeling good with our SPACs today. I would hope so. I think we're in for some fun here. I think we're going to have a good summer this year. Creston has a winery and a vineyard just outside the limits. Several. Yeah, it's a rich folks' place. Bruce is actually in a multi-million-dollar studio. It's all green screen to make it look like he's poor. This is all pretend. I mean, this isn't real. You're in a Hollywood-type studio situation here in Creston to give you the illusion that I'm just a poor schlepping YouTuber in his living room. in a little town in Creston. We put on the show. I'm telling you right now, we know what we're doing here. Bruce, are you driving through Kingsgate to feel like a king crossing the border? Yeah, I've had it where the border guards, they see us coming up, and they go, "Hey, how you guys doing?" And they're asking me straight out, "Why are you not wearing the crown today? Why are you not wearing the crown?" I get that all the time. It is what it is. Good morning, Uncle Bruce. Just bought 10 nav site calls for November 21st for 160. They just dipped to 140. I can feel you being disappointed. Is this a good move? What call contracts did you get? Bought 10 calls. For what did you buy the 1250s? I'm guessing you should be all right, but it's the longer the better. But yeah, you should be all right. Anyway, here we go. Waffle Raptor, Texas is in the house. One of your Texas brethren was being real Mr. Grumpy this morning. Oh, okay. Well, you know what it is. The Austin, hey, Uncle Bruce, how are you doing? Just bought 47 more shares of FAII. I am ready. Yes. Okay, let's get going. Let's see what's going on here. We got SoFi at 23.54, a little dip from yesterday's big run. GameStop 297.47 down 253. AMC at 49.82 down $5, 5.24 to be exact. Gores Holdings at 15.35. There's a dip here, and I'm not surprised to see that. We'll get those from time to time. 15.35 still up from that $14 level last week. VGAC 10.37 up 12 cents. Fifth Wall at 10.85 up a dime. Vector Acquisition at 10.78 up 31 cents. Navsite Holdings 10.01 up 7 cents. SVAC Starboard Value at 10.01 and Fortress at 10.05 up 3 cents right now. The Dow down 37.7. S&P is up 2. NASDAQ up 36.5. And we've got GameStop at 297.18. We're watching always from up here in Canada. We're always watching what happens in the US of A. Noticing this morning that the word coming out of the Biden administration and sources saying the news that we've been expecting for a while now, that the Republicans and the Democrats can't seem to make a deal on infrastructure. Duh. So the Democrats are likely to go it alone. Duh. And they better do it now or they can't get it done because of the midterms next year. Because governing in the United States, you get about a 5-month window to get your stuff done, and then nothing else happens. So, yep, it's time. The hope is that the Democrats will get through a very large infrastructure deal, and that will turbocharge your stock market for the next 5 years. You will not believe how rich you're going to get with your stock market if this is pulled off. So you actually, I don't care what party you like, you want that infrastructure deal to go through. You need it because your potholes, without question, have to be filled. Anyway, we'll see what happens on that. Time will tell. In the meantime, we're watching the SPACs and we're watching these other stocks and shares to see how things are going to go. And I'll tell you, I'm pumped and I'm stoked and I'm just so jazzed up. I think we're going to have fun here. Let's see. Should I invest an extra $200 into Gores Holdings or VGAC? I have more VGAC than Gores for reference. Trying to decide. You got to decide for yourself what to do with $200. It's your call, not mine. SoFi 23.52 down 36. GameStop 296.92. Excuse me. AMC 49.70 and Gores at 15.25. That's where we're at to start the day right now. Shovel ready, says Carter. There you go. Anyway, call and say, just to be clear, I don't want any potholes to be filled. I like the potholes the way they are. They're pretty. Anyway, they had me at meat. Interesting. Well, BW, still no options for VACQ. How can I load up with 500 plus contracts and begin laying the groundwork to build wealth that eventually surpasses Richie Rich? Anyone seeing them on platforms other than TD Ameritrade, please let us know. Colton Thomas, Uncle Bruce, there's no way it's getting passed without significant Republican pushback. Bob, roads are done state to state. It's not federal. Okay. RB, let the political arguments begin. Laughing out loud. Colin, I agree. They are fun to dodge. Keeps me sharp on the roads. Texas has some tasty goulash. Kind of weird talk there. KB, first time buying Leaps, got 2 SoFi calls, January 2023, 1250s and $15 strike prices. Should I bother watching with such a long time frame? Or do I sell them if SoFi pops up a bit higher or whatever? Well, SoFi get into that $30, $40 range, you will be kind of smiling right now about how you're doing on these. But, you got all the time in the world right now to let these do their thing. This is the kind of, pardon me, this is the kind of investment you can make where you can hang on for a while. And, you can go 6 months, 8 months, a year. A year from now, SoFi, if they're at $80, $100 a share, you're doing all right. You're going to say 2 calls. I should have bought 20. I should have bought 200. What was I doing? Only buying 2. But it's so good. It's all good. Colton, Uncle Bruce, we have too many moderate Democrats. Too many of those. Thomas, which one gets you more shares that can give you the ability to write options down the road? Which one gives you more shares? I don't know. Look, the number one thing here, you got to make money. Okay. If you could buy a call contract for $1.60 and it turns into $5, that's called making money. You get a call contract at $2.20 and it goes to $16. That's called making money. I don't care what you do with the money. When you turn into $16, it's $1,600 a contract. You got 10 of them, that's 16 G's. You can turn around and put that into the stock you were just holding with the contracts. Fine. You're going to turn around and put that into other stocks? Fine. You're going to turn around and put that into all kinds of other contracts over, say, 5 other stocks, a third each? Fine, too. I mean, there's so many ways to go here. But let's cross that road. Let's cross that bridge when we get to the bridge. First, make the money on this issue. Make your money, and then we figure out what to do next. How about that? Trump will get in and reverse the stimulus, then reinstate it with a different name, and then claim it was the best of all time. John Van, SoFi. Wally, Shipley's Donuts, Uncle Bruce, the glazed help wash down the goodness. I'm sure it does. That glazed stuff just kind of helps lubricate the throat, and down goes the donut. Oh, it's so good. Politics? What? I promise there are federal freeways and federal money going into the roads. Okay, bait. I feel like it's nearly impossible to pass infrastructure because in the Senate, a vote can be blocked with a 40 out of 100 vote minority, of which the Republicans have 50 votes. Yes, there's certain bills that have to have 60 votes, but then there are certain bills that can pass with 51 votes, and that might be the direction the Democrats will go. We'll see. Rob, Uncle Bruce, do you follow any stocks on the TSX? I really don't, Rob. I really don't. No, I have in the past, but not now. Now have someone mention the vaccine. Perry, Chicago potholes have turned me into a professional driver. The likes of Lewis Hamilton can only hope to be. Lucky number 13 is our latest subscriber. Welcome, new member. Thank you for joining us, Lucky number 13. Going postal, not against infrastructure spending as needed, but the bill is padded with a ton of unrelated crap as usual. Also think we need to cool it on the spending money we don't have. No, everybody has their opinion. It's all good. Perry Page is a Formula One driver out there. Drew, welcome. Lucky, literally a half a dozen glazed or 2 per 2 sausage collage is my minimum ratio. Holy moly. A mansion is a shell or a chill, whatever it is. Welcome, Lucky. Thank you, everybody, for joining in here. Let's see what else is going on. Let's get away from politics and move on here. We got to move on. We got Debbie here. Debbie Cloud has joined us as a new member. Welcome, Debbie, another female member. Beautiful. Love this. Thank you so much for popping in and joining us. This is good stuff. Let's see. And you know what? A pro tip for everybody: the best desk accessory you can buy for yourself is a good back scratcher. Now, those are wise words. Welcome, Debbie. Everyone is welcoming Debbie to the channel. This is great. Wheat Wild. Oh, Uncle Bruce, what the hell? The Gores Feb 2220s just jumped 46% to 285. I placed an order for 195. Let's see what happens. Yeah, put in your bid and just sit tight and wait. That's all you can do. Sometimes you have to wait for the contract to come to you. Welcome, new peeps from JW. Welcome, Debbie. Welcome, Lucky. Let's talk stocks, not politics. Let's make money. Let's do that. Let's go. What's happening here? 1 minute to go before the shareholder meeting begins at GameStop. We're at $297.40, down $260 a share at the moment. Okay. Time for GameStop shareholder meeting. Bruce, I bought a call for VGAC January 22 strike. No, January 2019. Okay. I bought a call for VGAC for January 2022. Strike price is $17.50, and I got $1.55 first time with options. So I paid $1.55 to buy a $17.50 call option on VGAC for next January. There you go. Okay, got it. Right on. And it's 1038 up 14 cents, and let's hope it goes to $50, and you make a ton of money. Okay, let's keep an eye on this stuff. Don't assume her gender. Someone is saying, lucky. Sorry, I missed you. Pick nose. Austerity makes me laugh out loud real hard. There's plenty of money to tax and spend or make more. Alrighty. Erico, stock markets with Bruce. Would you advise against writing SoFi contracts way out of the money for this Friday just to collect a quick, easy premium in anticipating of the stock price not meeting the strike price? Oh, I see what you mean. Okay, so the SoFi is at $23.59. And Erico said, should I write maybe, how about if I write a $30 call option for Friday or a $35 for this Friday? Like it expires in 2 days. Can I make a couple of quick bucks without getting exercise? I mean, you could try that game. It sometimes backfires, but on the other hand, you'd be taken out at 30 or 35 a share, hey, whatever floats your boat. Sometimes things float in water that you don't want to talk about, okay, like in swimming pools, those brown things, we don't want to talk about that. But other times things float your boat, and, there's a way to play this game. I'm looking at June 11th calls that expire in 2 days, and an indication of what these are to kind of figure this out. A $30 call contract is 15 to 17 cents. So you'd bring in $16 for 100 shares if you wrote a $30 call contract. In other words, you're not going to get rich. If you were to write a $27 call, which is $3.50 out of the money, you would bring in 25 to 45 cents. Maybe you get $35 100 on that. So this is what you have to keep in mind. Is it worth the risk that you might be taken out? On the other hand, if you get taken out, at these prices, you buy the stock back and keep going. I don't know. You got 1,000 shares, and you can bring in 35 cents a share for a quick 2 days. It's $350. Do you want to do that? This is the question. These are the proverbial questions that are being talked about. Now, Erico, you bring up a very good point, and it's something to think about. Okay. Let's see. Uncle Bruce, you don't like any TSX? No, I don't follow them. It's not that I don't like them. I just don't follow them. I follow the stocks I follow, and that's what I follow. It's not that I don't like them. I just don't follow them. Okay. Very good. Let's see. Are you going to broadcast the meeting? No. Let's see what's going on. Hey, Uncle Bruce, I've got a $10 June 18 call. I got a $10 June 18 call. Should I just keep it there until after the ticker change next Monday, or roll it forward now? So you're talking about VGAC, aren't you? I didn't know what you're talking about, Steve. You got to give us symbols, buddy. Okay, so you've got a $10 June 18 that's expiring next week Friday on VGAC. It's going to change into 23andMe. Should I just keep it until after or roll it forward now? Okay. Well, you're in the money, 39 cents. If you don't do anything, they will roll over automatically into the new name, but the date will be the same. So will be the strike price. The question is, what do you think? What do we think the stock can do between now and Monday, Tuesday of next week? Let's, for example, throw that out there. If the stock trades at 23andMe Monday morning, would it be $12.50 to $15 by Tuesday next week? Could it be that high? What if it's like $13? You'd be $3 in the money with not much time value. They'd be about $3.50 to $3.60 a contract. You could roll over, of course. Then you could roll over now. Whatever they're going for. What are they trading at, $1 right now? 75 cents? I don't know. I don't have the quote in front of me. Are they trading at $1.50? I don't know. But if the shares take a shot to $12, $13 on Monday, Tuesday, like all contracts,
They'll all go up, including yours. And so a rollover you're going to do. Now, if your calls are relatively cheap right now, and you can take you can get yourself a real 300% gain on your contract, you might want to wait. Let me take a look here at your call if I can find it. You're telling me you've got a June 18 for $10. So you're 85 cents to $1.10 kind of range. Yeah, I mean, look, if the stock goes up a couple of bucks, you are in the money immediately. I mean, you're in the money now. You're even more in the money, and you're going to get a very high percentage of that money, that gain, coming to your contract. Now, I will clarify: you are trading, let's say, at $1 right now, and you're about 40 cents in the money. So there's 60 cents time value left on your contract at the moment because it dies next Friday. On Tuesday, you might have 40 cents premium left, time premium left. You're going to lose that. But if the shares go up $2 to $12.50, you're going to have probably a $3.30 contract. That is triple what you got now. And that might be the time to do a rollover. Because right now, rolling over from $1 to something else, you're going to pay a lot more money, theoretically, to get what you want at a higher premium. Sit on this stuff, sit on these contracts until Monday, Tuesday next week. Let 23andMe happen. And cross your fingers, goes to $14.50 a share. You got a $5-something contract. You can now take a look at October's or January's and maybe roll into a $5 contract that might be a $15 contract at $5. And that's a rollover at money because you're at $14 to $15 at the time you're doing the rollover. And you got 8 months. That could be the plan. Okay, Steve, I hope that helped. Classes are going to be so necessary here. Okay, what else is going on here? GameStop, $300 is where it's trading at. 305 right now. There must be good news coming out of GameStop's meeting. Does anyone know? 306 on GameStop right now, 306.64. It's moving up. Woohoo! We'll see what's going on. Okay, GameStop, it's moving. Bill Shaw, thank you. Uncle Bruce, shouldn't we be able to watch the shareholders meeting if you voted? How do I get the web address? I don't know, my friend. I don't know if that's available. I really Google it, maybe. Go to the GameStop website. There might be a link to it. That could be the way to do it. Their investor relations department. Just Google GameStop investor relations. Enter. And you'll probably get the link to their investor relations department, which might have a link to this shareholder meeting. How about that? Okay. On a light, ANZ, I had to spend $20 for Wi-Fi to listen to you. It's kind of weird. Why would you do that on a light? I had to spend. I don't understand that. Did you get a ticket or something? I don't understand what's going on. 305 on GameStop. 305 right now. Yeah, 305. Okay. Meeting's today. It's right. Meeting starts in 53 minutes. I thought it was on. Someone's saying it was on. Maybe it's not on. Is Ryan Cohen chairman? It's Ryan Cohen chairman. Ryan Cohen chairman day, everybody. He will start busting out the posts real soon. There you go. And then someone's saying GameStop meetings at 5 p.m. I think that's the first quarter financial results at 5 p.m. The annual meeting is being held, I think, now or just about now. It's very close. Anyway, that's what's going on here. Thanks, Uncle B. Exactly what I was planning to do. I am learning. Right on. Okay, we got that option thing figured out together. Beautiful. Bertie, SoFi expiry October 2021, strike times 5 contracts. $17.50 strike price, 10 contracts at $20 times 5. What are you talking about? All the money, let them ride. Okay. You've got October contracts. You've got 10 contracts at, you got 5 at $17.50. You got 10 at 20, 5 at $22.50. All in the money. Let them ride. Yes. Yes. All in the money. All let them ride. Yes. Yes. We're up 10 cents again, $23.98. You're going higher, much, much higher. Oh, yeah, let them ride. You haven't even started yet. Here we go. Oh, this is going to be fun. Get all crap. I woke up late. Good morning, or everybody. What did I miss? Nothing. There's nothing going on. Just go back to sleep. It's fine. GameStop was $305. SoFi is $24. You've missed nothing. It's okay. All right. On a flight, I had to pay $20 for Wi-Fi. On a flight, I had to pay $20 to get Wi-Fi just to listen to you. Okay. I get it now. All right. It's all about typos. I get it. Okay. Well, thank you. And do you like what you hear? You like what you're noticing? Stocks are going up here, and it's looking better. 306 on GameStop now, up 670. AMC is back to 52, so that's improving. It's still down 306, but it was down to the 49 range. Gorse 1530 down 8 cents, and VGAC is 1037 up 12 cents. Vector Acquisition at 1070 up 23 cents, and FAII 1006 up 3. We got gains, mostly gains across the board. The Dow's down 14.5, S&P is up 2, Nasdaq is down 34, and that's what's going on right now. GameStop 306.89. This is kind of the high range of the day right now for GameStop, approximately the high range. And the meetings are kind of happening. So yeah, although someone's saying it starts in 50 minutes. So let's see what's going on here. GameStop first quarter financial earnings tonight at 5 o'clock Eastern time. Okay. Woohoo! Let's see what's happening, kids. Is anyone making money around here? Anyone making money? I would think so. Zach is saying, hey, Bruce, good morning, Bruce. I just wanted to say how nice it is to wake up to so much green and your smiling face. Thank you. Way to go, Zach. Making money, buddy. This is what it's all about. The Credit Savage. Uncle Bruce, I sold 100 shares of Clove at $28 and bought 10 $10 calls for NAV site November 21st at 160, and 3 more Gore $15 calls for January 2022 in the money, and 2 more SVAC January 2021 1250 calls, and I'm ready. Thank you for the knowledge. Now you're talking. Now you've diversified it out from that issue, which I hope you made a lot of money on, and now you're diversified into here. Way to go. 23.95 on SoFi. GameStop 305.65. Gorse 15.42 is up 4 cents, just popped up. VGAC at 10.35 up 10 cents. VACQ up 18 cents to 10.65, and we're getting higher and richer, and it's fun. And Jen is here. How are you, dear?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm pretty good. I was telling the folks today about how, when we go out, how we get, I showed these photos of us.
Mobbed.
And well, the thing about it too is it's not that we get mobbed like in a terrible way, but what happens is we'll go to the grocery store together or to Timmy's, and we'll be dressed up what we think is kind of nice stuff, but everyone else is dressed even better than we are. We don't actually stand out in this town.
Yeah.
You'd think that the way we dress, we would be, oh wow, but no, the paparazzi really have to work at it to figure us out in the crowd, because the crowd is gorgeous. Someone was saying today that Creston is the Monaco, the Monte Carlo of North America.
There you go. And for a farming community, that's not easy. No.
Yeah, I mean, all these fruit farmers around here, these guys get dressed up in tuxedos to go out for a burger at the A&W. I mean, we got to compete with this? You think this is easy? No. And then someone else mentioned that this set behind me, it's all fake. It's a green screen.
It's a green screen.
It's made.
Here, fluff your hair. See if it looks green screen.
Oh, well, I'm going to be careful, but I don't have much to fluff. But the thinking is, you see, I'm making myself look like a poor, schleppy YouTuber in his living room, when in reality, we are highfalutin, well-to-do people that wear the finest Versace everything, And so this set is just a pretend set that isn't really there.
You've touched things and moved.
Well, it's Hollywood special effects, because we have the money. We have the money to pull this off, right? Yeah, and I was showing off today what arrived in the mail.
Oh, did you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
this arrived. Look what arrived. Those of you who are just joining us today.
Oh, and it looks different.
Oh, this is the U.S. version.
Yeah.
There's no French on the label. It's all American. It's all American. It's all American. It's all English. There's no French on the label. It's all American writing. Yeah, all American kind of writing.
But it's a different shaped jar, too.
It's American.
And it says Concord grape.
Concord grape.
Ours isn't quite that specific.
Ours says fake. Simulated.
Concentrated.
Ours is a 747 grape jelly. This is Concord grape, much faster.
Much faster.
Supersonic fast.
Nose up. That's right.
Yeah, this is the good stuff right here, baby. Got 2 of these. Thank you, Tom, so much. Tom.
So, do I have to ask what you're having today?
Tom sent me this note with those. Tom Summers, you're a god, man. Thank you, Tom Summers, so much. You're in dire need of this. Was I ever in dire need of this? I'll tell you that right now. Between this and a new tuxedo, I'm in dire need. There's no doubt about that. Yeah, Jennifer, I'm kind of hungry, and I'm kind of thinking about maybe having some grape jelly today on my bagel.
Is that what you're thinking? That's weird.
Maybe thinking about having this grape jelly.
Oh, I should do a taste test.
For all of you out there in the world, welcome. Go to your local grocer and pick up some Welch's Concord grape jelly. And the Welch's people, hey, I'm available for shout-outs. This one's free. After that, you pay. But there we go. Jen has now got the check. Don't drop it. Whatever you do, don't drop it. Precious, precious cargo.
Oh, hear that? Oh, it does smell different.
We got the Concord grape jelly from Welch's. Oh, Jen.
I'll go get the bagel going.
That's awesome sauce stuff. Thank you, Jen. Oh, this is looking so good.
Did you mention that it's pouring?
Oh, it's awful. I've been talking about how yucky it is, right? It's raining out right now. It's in the 50s. We're at 307.50 on GameStop with the meeting coming up in the not-too-distant future. So, woohoo, kids. Let's have some fun. Let's see. Money well spent on that grape jelly. So worth it. The folks are telling us how good that grape jelly really is that you got there, Brucey boy. Oh, yes, indeed. I'm so excited. Let's see. I've spent $20 on much worse. Left me crying in the shower. Dan is saying, Bertie, you are still my favorite uncle, Bertie says. Thanks for answering my question. I'm starving. Bagel time. Morning, bagel family. Thank you, everybody. Dan, gotta love a good shower cry. Super Stomp just started live streaming. All right, you could trade stock on a flight. You could trade stock on a flight as a regular guy if you're willing to pay the $20 for Wi-Fi. The age we live in. That's right. It's unbelievable. Come on, y'all. Almost 1,000. Do we have 1,000 thumbs ups yet? Yes, we do. We have 1,000 thumbs ups this morning with 38 down. Thank you so much for coming through again, you guys. I love you. Thank you for these thumbs ups. Drew, absolutely right now. I have 6 spare bedrooms. Come on over. Danger. AZN Danny, thank you for this donation. Definitely worth the cost of Wi-Fi to listen to Uncle Bruce. Oh, absolutely. Thank you, guys. Let's see. And what else is going on here? Let's see. Yeah, I'm leaving on a jet plane. I don't know when I'll be back again. Oh, my goodness. Lucky number 13. Big fan, Uncle Bruce. I'm a big fan of your show. Thank you for joining as a new member. I have SoFi, VGAC, Gores, VACQ, limited cash. So which SPAC should I buy next based on merger dates and momentum? I think it's FAII. That's the next one. That's next week. They have their meeting in 6 days. Shareholder meeting, 6 days. SoFi, $23.94 up a nickel. GameStop, 302 again, now 301. AMC at 50.51, Gores 15.34, VGAC 10.35, Fifth Wall 10.89, Vector Acquisition 10.55, NSH 9.97, SVAC 10.01, and Fortress 10.06. That's where we are right now. The Dow's up 9 points, the high of the day. Right now, the Dow is at its high of the day. S&P up 275, 2.75, and NASDAQ up 18.4 points. That's what we got right now. The 10-year, 30-year Treasury yield and the 100-day moving average below, first time in months ahead of the CPI. The 10-year and the 30-year Treasuries are below in interest rates their 100-day moving average. Lower rates, higher markets, richer investors. Put it all together. That's you. That's you. Good morning, Auntie Jen. Good morning, Auntie Jen. Everyone's happy. I have 5 1750 calls expiring 7/16. When should I exit? That'll be Tuesday, maybe by Tuesday. Let's see. Pat, I dress baggy and wear old clothes. I hate attention. Good morning, AJ. Uncle Bruce will have a bagel with the Welch's grape jelly. Oh, yes. Perry, I left Robinhood last year after figuring out what the heck I was doing. Now I trade through Webull and TD primarily. Here we go. This is a highfalutin, well-to-do show. There you go, Colin. I'm doing more research on NSH. Can you give us your pitch? I'm a little busy right now, but we'll get to it. I noticed a Gucci belt when Bruce stood up the other day. I knew it was too good to be true. Brucey, what is that? Bruce Spiracy. Bruce Spiracy. Slap on that grape jelly. There you go. Jelly, jelly, jelly. Let's see. What else is going on? Bruce's real name is Gucci Versace. Bruce has a huge collection of mohair in his closet. What time does the meeting start? This is exactly what Welch's grape jelly is supposed to look like. There you go. Lucky number 13. Thanks, Birdie. I have options for Nash, NSH. Trying to pick up 100 of each spec so I can't buy all at once, wondering which will be the best to get. I just want to let you all know. Thank you, Tony. Supersonic. Bruce Saint Laurent with so much Concord. Careful not to crash and burn. Canada don't make high fructose corn syrup like us Americans do. And we talk American down here. Parlez-vous français or American? Crypto Addict, if they do decide to make a split on GameStop, will they have to file and make an announcement? Wouldn't they have to do that, right? And then will it be on today, or will they make an announcement later? If they were to make an announcement on the split, they would likely do that tomorrow or next week, not in today's annual meeting. Because in today's annual meeting, they're only going to talk about what you voted on. That's all that is on tap for the annual meeting. That's really pretty well that's what's going on. We'll figure out what's going on. Later today, when they come up with the first quarter financial, they could theoretically say, here's our first quarter financials. Here's what we think is going to happen with the company. Oh, and by the way, we're splitting the stock 10-for-1 effective 3 weeks from now. They could do that. I don't think they will, but they could. Anyway, Bruce is a Welch's shill. Perry, Uncle Bruce, it's funny how certain products between Canada and US are delicacies. I, for instance, badger my uncle in Toronto every year for ketchup-flavored Lay's potato chips. Isn't that something? Bruce is a shill for Big Jelly. Big Jelly shill. Man is so hyped for Welch's. Today's bagel should put GameStop on Uranus. He is so excited. His Yoko almost came out. My Uncle B is salivating. SoFi, Bruce selling out so hard. Clap, clap, clap. I'm hungry now, says Drew. Can I get a list of your SPACs? I will screenshot it. The SPACs are here. Just 1 minute. I've got to make a one edit change first of all. And let's do that. No, not that. Let's do this right here. And I'll go right here. And we'll do this. Okay. And then we'll do that. And then we'll do this. There they are. Now this is updated. So we have VGAC, Gores Holdings, SVAC, FAII, FACQ, NSH, SoFi, which was IPOE, but it's now SoFi. It's not a SPAC anymore, but it was one of my SPAC. FWAA. All right.
Does it look the same? And see how with bagel you have like these little bubbles, so they're like little extra bombs of jelly in there for you? There you go. Okay, let's have a taste. See what you think. Smell it first. Smell. Oh. He's got to push back.
Getting kind of excited. We got us a bagel with Welch's grape jelly on it from America.
Oh, it's been months since you've had Welch's. What do you think? Oh, okay, yeah. Breathe it in. Get all your senses in there. Okay, Master Chef, what do you think?
Lovely. Lovely.
So I don't need to take it away.
Yeah, thank you, Jen.
You're welcome.
Fantastic. Yummy. Oh, boy. This is good stuff.
Did you tell them how you got new T-shirts?
Yes.
And how the one T-shirt has a split personality?
Haven't gone there. We have an issue here. Yeah, we have an issue here with one of our T-shirts. We ordered some T-shirts from Redbubble, and One of the shirts arrived with a logo and it's off center, and we were really puzzled by that. I've never seen anything like this before. But we don't think it's the.
I think it's actually centered.
We think the shirt
just
is off center. There's something weird.
This side is one size, and this side is a different size.
There's something weird going on.
It's very odd.
It's a collectible. I might have to autograph and auction it to the highest bidder.
It's very weird.
I don't know. We're gonna have to talk to Redbubble about this.
Yeah, tell them.
We got something weird
Let
going
them
on
know.
here. I don't know. I just don't know.
It was a head tilter. It's like,
It
what?
was one. What?
Try that.
What? Yeah, it was weird. It was weird.
It was weird.
It was very weird. So we'll deal with it. But no, I haven't talked about it. I have a brand new shirt on under here that you haven't seen yet. So you'll see this in a little while. Brand new.
Wait for it to warm
For
up,
me,
folks.
brand new shirt. Not necessarily for the Redbubble site, brand new, but for my personal collection of my own shirts, this is new. But I'm wearing a hoodie, a sweatshirt right now because it's kind of cold in the house because it's like cold outside and it's rainy and I don't want to get a chill. So, I have to take care of myself. I mean,
Exactly.
Yeah.
I see your GameStop is. When I heard you say that it was over 300, when I last looked, when I was still in the other part of the house,
Yeah.
it was like It was like 290,
No.
or something.
No. It's been over 300 all morning.
Oh, okay. It
Well-
must have been. Maybe it was pre-market,
Maybe. Yeah.
and I thought it was market.
And this morning, it was in the 290, 292 range for like moments.
Yeah.
But for the most part, it's been over 300 most of this morning. The annual meeting starts in 34 minutes.
There you go.
So,
Little things.
little things coming up. Then the first quarter financials at 5 o'clock Eastern today, 2 o'clock our time. So we'll be watching all this today. 303.45, 304.55. It just jumps. It can go up like in dollars
Now-
every 2
now,
seconds.
Here's a
It's
story
amazing.
for later this afternoon.
Okay.
But when you had your company and we had the annual general meeting, how
When I had the public company I used to run, yeah.
my father, who was a shareholder, attended, and your partner's mother, who was a shareholder, attended.
That's right. And she was a widow. He was not a widow. Was he a widower?
No, not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
But after the meeting, see, I said it was going to be later. Now I'm just going to tell it. After the meeting, he says to me, "So, do you know if Mrs. So-and-so ever lived like down east in the Toronto area?" And I'm like, "Oh God."
During the war years,
Are we cousins?
is it possible that her
Is it
father
possible?
was hanging out with my partner's mother in the 40s for a little get together, and then
And you're like, "Oh God, Canada really is bigger than this, like,
we gotta be better. We gotta be better than this.
and better than this." But yeah, with that little gleam in his eye, do you think it's possible that she ever lived down east? Yeah, and that
Oh,
was
my.
me. It was like just shaking my head, saying, "Oh my."
I remember that. I remember that annual meeting. We had that annual meeting in my partner's office. He was a lawyer, so we had the meeting in his law office. There were about 4 lawyers that were sharing an office space together, and so we grabbed the boardroom for our annual meeting of our little public company, and we had about 15 people show up. Not uncommon in the 80s to have that few or 90s to show up. Anyway, he was there at the table, and there were a couple of people in the meeting who were not. They weren't enemies of ours, but they just weren't big fans of ours, and they just wanted to hear what we had to say to make sure we weren't trying to pull the wool over anyone's eyes.
Right.
And my father-in-law was not impressed with these guys. He was just like, what he's saying to himself, you coming in here to dig up some crap on these guys? Like, what at the annual meeting? Like, what are you doing? This is supposed to be a formality. So I said, "Is there any questions from shareholders?" And 3 guys put up their hands, these 2 morons and my father-in-law. So I asked my father, I said, yes, sir, elderly, a little more of an elderly, statesmanly looking gentleman. "Yes, sir. Do you have a question for the management of this public company?" and he went into about a 2-minute little spiel about he thought you guys doing a great job, and considering what you're the way the markets are these days, and how hard you're working, and shareholders are impressed with that. And what are your future plans for your corporation over the next 6 months? He gave me one of those questions that I could talk for 15 minutes.
Ball.
Yeah, it was a softball question. So I went on with my little spiel, and we got to the point. Time's up for the meeting.
Sorry, got to get out of the boardroom.
We have one somebody. I said, thank you for your question. And my partner says, I move to close this annual meeting and call it a day. Someone yelled out, second it. Oh, done. We're done. We shut the meeting down. So these two morons couldn't kind of give us the 60 minutes treatment that they wanted to give us. Just ridiculous. Anyway, that's how that went. That's another era. You don't do that anymore.
You don't do that anymore.
No.
Yes. Yeah.
307 on GameStop. 307.
It's like they're anticipating good news from this meeting.
They can feel it.
Weird.
They feel something really good happening. We love it. And we'll see. I'm sure that CNBC will be your source for the latest, greatest news on GameStop. 309 on GameStop. I'm sure CNBC will be all over it.
Just watching a policeman do a Heimlich on a baby.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Highway patrol officer saves a baby on the highway. That's good.
I have been driving when I was eating a breakfast burrito and started choking on it. So now I refuse to eat when I'm in the car.
Driving.
It's so scary. It's like, oh crap.
Not a good idea.
No, I'm not gonna do it. So yeah, don't give babies cherries anyway.
Don't give babies cherries in a moving car. Not a good idea. No.
Don't give babies cherries with pits in them.
Right.
Goodness sake.
That too. Oh, this grape jelly is fantastic. Tom, thank you so much for sending this.
It's good.
Welch's.
Right? It's still good. Nice.
Beautiful, man. This is so good. We can't get this around here. Just not available. Fantastic. Wow, looking good. 307, 308 on GameStop. It's looking very good right now.
Everybody's green out there. Kind of sort of green. Okay.
309 on GameStop. Woohoo!
Size 310.
Thank you all so much for being here. Here we go. David is saying, Bruce, the shareholders meeting will take place from 11 to 11:15 Eastern time. Not sure how much info we're going to get. Seems like it could be very similar to the last one. I hope not. Yeah, we'll see what's going on. Here we go. The one true uncle to rule us all. Someone said. I didn't hear no bell. Someone said. You know what, Bruce? I was going to send you some jelly, but I knew for a fact it was going to be on the way from this fabulous family. Someone here stepped up and sent us jelly. I love you guys. Thank you.
I'll have to, when we get back to real life and we can go to other places in this country, we'll be able to find Welch's grape jelly, and then we can show them what the jar looks like here. It looks much different than that.
Well, and that jar was glass. The grape jelly jars here are plastic.
Are they?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There we go.
And not every store carries it.
No.
310 on GameStop. Woohoo!
Yeah.
I know Walmart. Walmart actually has Welch's when it's in stock. But our nearest Walmart is an hour and 15 minutes.
Yeah, hour 15, hour 20. Yeah.
And we can't go there right now. We're not allowed to go there.
It's in a different health unit than we are.
And we have two grocery stores here. One carries it, one does not. And the one that carries it hasn't had it now for 3 months.
Now,
4
the
months.
federal government, I hear this morning, the feds,
Canadian Feds?
the Canadian feds, are going to change the hotel quarantine situation we have. So if you fly into Canada, does not count for border crossings where you're walking or driving. So when you fly into Canada, you have to have a negative test, but you also have to go into the hotel quarantine for up to 3 days until you get the next negative back. But if you've got both, you don't have to do that.
Both shots.
Both shots.
Been vaccinated.
You still have to have a negative within like 72 hours of boarding the plane. And then when you get home, you have to produce another negative. But you get to go home to do that.
Wow.
You don't have to stay in the hotel. But the quarantine hotels are still there for people who only have one shot. The Premier of Manitoba is coming out with a passport, a digital and paper vaccine passport, that if you've got both shots, you can freely go across the borders to other provinces and not have to do any kind of isolation when you get back to Winnipeg.
You're getting weirder all the time.
And it's just such a hodgepodge here. We really need one ring to bind them all.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's just ridiculous. Herding cats.
Yeah.
Just like in the U.S., Canada too.
Yeah.
Yahoo! All right. Jen, that was awesome. That was absolutely wonderful. While I'm eating that bagel, the GameStop went from 303 to 312.
The power
Welch's
of
grape jelly. All right there, Tom. You made everybody richer.
There you go, Tom.
That's so great. Thank you so much for this. Tom Summers, I appreciate it.
Should I give some to the cat or save it all for you?
The cat gets nothing. We got salmon something for the cat. Thank you, all of you, for your support. 314 now on GameStop. 314 going higher. 2364 on SoFi, down a quarter. AMC 5166. Gores at 1525 right now. And VGAC 1032. VACQ 1065. Fortress 1004. That's what we got going on. A little mixed market here. The Dow's up 33.5, the high of the day. S&P up 5.4, NASDAQ up 31. So we got gains on the big boards. And there you have it. What can I say? Carlos says Bruce needs a second camera set on Jen's toaster oven with picture to see the toasted glory. Bruce, you weren't supposed to read my shower comment in front of Jen. Now I'm blushing. Oh, man. I don't know if she noticed it. I don't know if she caught it. The Credit Savage. Guys, listen to Uncle Bruce. If you have January the 2022 calls for SoFi and are in the money hole, don't get in the way of your own money. Have patience. I agree. Don't be selling right now. Jelly, yes. Colin, tomfoolery abound on this show. Remember flying to Paris on a non-smoker ticket? I got the last row before the smoking curtain. Smoke seeping out. I was furious. I can imagine. It was not fun times. Bruce is actually known as, the comments are skipping now. Hang on. I might have missed these. Oh, I missed a whole bunch of comments. They're just flying through here. Guys, unbelievable. Thank you for being here. I don't even like Welch's, but I do if Bruce does. I love this guy, says Frankie. American Jelly will move these markets. Frankie, weirdo. Weird though, huh? Jelly. Casey, this may be the most bullish bagel I've had in 6 months. Don't be stingy with the Welch's, Jen, please, says Benny. Colin says, let's go. You may not like our infrastructure by you love our American jelly, and I love Americans. I love Americans the most. Love it. Sorry, gang. I bought GHVI this day. That means it's going down. Uncle Bruce and Jen are just like two little kids. Gotta love them. Smelly, like, you look like a 4-year-old with a full tub of ice cream. Bruce just turned into a 7-year-old kid. A taste of America. Is Welch's traded on the market? Bruce is more protective of his bagel than hedge funds are of their shorts. Corncord grape jelly with smooth mouthfeel and hints of elderberry and roasted orange. I saw elbow. Oh my gosh. Okay, I got all 8 of them. Benny, those bagels need more Welch's right now. Uncle Bruce, I'll say it for you. Hi there, Jen. Misprint collector's item. Sitting bull. Yeah, the collector of that shirt. $5 for a freak shirt. Oh my gosh. Lucky number 13. Uncle Bruce, thanks for working so hard to help us. I have a desk job, and I know how miserable it can be sitting for hours with no break. Have learned so much from you. You opened my eyes to options. Right on, right on. 309 on GameStop. We are trying. Freak shirt. I raised the bid to 10. Jen, the bagel, Somali. No idea how to spell Somali. I don't know what's going on here. Eddie says it's 100 Fahrenheit where he is. Zach, Sommelier. Benny, I'm going to call Welch's for Uncle Bruce. They need to promote your show. That's what, right, one Doge for the shirt. Dana, 25 cents until my VACQ finally gets back to my cost basis. Never thought I would be this close before the merger is completed. Mark, hot take, Bruce is married to Meryl Streep. Auntie Jen is Meryl. Okay. Eddie, Visceral Records Live. I think it's Sommelier, but I'm not sure. Visceral. Odd prints always go for more. A buddy of mine was heavy into McFarlane football figures, always looking for misprints. Nick, Camel, Bruce, no complaining, but thought you should know. I got a Bagels with Bruce mug, and the glaze already failed and is peeling. Oh, this is terrible. I would be contacting, Redbubble. I hope you bought it from my official site, not a knockoff site. That's the other question. But I don't know. Anna ate about that's great. Okay, John, my apologies about Welch's. I was thinking Heights. I need more sleep. Let's see. Let's go here. Moving on. Here comes the bagel boost. Yeah, I'm a little behind on these messages, obviously. 310 on GameStop right now. We're back up to 310 again. Oh, what other things can you not get in Canada that you can get in the United States that you wouldn't mind getting in the mail? What other foodstuffs? Jen, what other food from the U.S. do we like that we can't get up here? Costco ice cream, but forget about that. I don't know. We'll have to think about that. I really don't know.
Anybody's in the LA area?
LA.
What is it, Philippe's?
Yeah. Oh man, anyone in Los Angeles near the train station, the Union, I think it's Union Station, the rail station in downtown LA. There's Philippe's roast beef sandwiches, iconic restaurant where they do the double dip roast beef. They have in-house their own. It's their own mustard. It's a very, very hot, spicy mustard that you can use there, and then you can buy it by the jar. Felipe's. It's Felipe's. Felipe's mustard. That is the bomb. That is the bomb. If you can get it, that would be awesome.
For it, where people say, "This is the recipe for it," but it doesn't taste the same.
It's not the same.
Not the same.
It's just not the same. I'm looking back here in time to when we were last there. Angel, thank you, Angel, for your donation. Just got it on YouTube. You're awesome. Let's see if I can find this. This is March, January. Yeah, we were. Was it just in the new year we were there? I don't think we were. I think it was the year before we were there.
Would have been
19.
Do you think? Well, maybe January 20.
No. Because I think
no, we weren't. No,
we
were in the valley, but we never went.
We didn't go to LA. We didn't do LA.
So it had to have been 19.
Yeah, so I'm looking here in 19. Here's downtown LA. Okay, Felipe's. See if I can find it all. Gosh darn it, I can't find it here quickly. But yeah, that would be the place to go.
But it's like Primanti Brothers. Those who know it know it.
Those, if you know Felipe's, you know Felipe's. That's right. Such good. That mustard is just to die for.
And I just can't replicate it.
No, we can't replicate it. We cannot replicate it. Yeah, I'm having trouble finding it.
It's pretty scintillating YouTube you're doing here.
You know, I thought I could whip this up so fast and I could just be Mr. Slick here and just show you guys, oh, look how good he is. He can just pop you up right there. But oh no, he's this old fart
that, you know, he's an old man looking at his phone and he doesn't know what he's doing. Well, that like I said, this set behind me is fake. I'm purposely making it look like I don't know what I'm doing. That I'm in a poor little town in British Columbia, and you know, we schlep around the house and I can't find it. You know, I give up. I give. Okay, I give. Oh man. Anyway, so that would be it. Felipe's hot mustard comes in a glass jar, and
maybe not now. Maybe it comes in a squeezy tube now. Who knows?
Who knows?
Who knows?
I'm sure they've survived the pandemic. They probably went to a takeout situation. Most people go in there, buy their food, and leave anyway. It's incredible. The double dipped roast beef and roast pork sandwiches
and
to
they have
die
all those
for.
Great photos on the wall.
Oh, the memorabilia on the wall.
Trains and buses.
Oh,
they're right down in the heart of the old city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
And then you go from there to Union Station, and you think every movie I've ever seen has been in here.
There have been so many movies in Los Angeles shot at Union Station.
Go in and it's
I know this place. Place. I've seen this.
Going to the Griffin Observatory. It's like, hey,
I've been here.
I've been here.
Yeah, that's right. Absolutely. Iconic places. We love America. We really do.
I love Vegas so much.
Oh, we like Vegas. We do like
sad.
Vegas.
I love Vegas.
We're so plasticky.
From the very first moment.
We've always loved Vegas.
Because when we first started going there, and this has nothing to do with stocks, but you had the ladies with their beehive hair, and they were dressed up, and they had their white gloves so they didn't have to touch the coins.
The 80s. And the 80s.
The palm of their gloves was this color.
Black.
And the back of it was white.
From handling the quarters, the nickels, the dimes, and the quarters, and those dollar coins.
Cut you if you thought you were going to get even close to their machine.
Oh, they'd cut you.
They were proprietary.
Oh, you don't get to play on my machine. I'll cut you. Oh yeah, they had long daggers in their hair.
The shows would open for whomever it was back then, but the shows would open, and you'd see the people walking like down the aisle to get into the theater, and they were glitzed, they were tuxedoed. They took the gloves off at that point in time. Yeah, well, they did change. They changed. But yeah, it was something. It's another era. It was like walking into a 1950s movie or something. The 80s Vegas versus today's Vegas. Right. It's not the same anymore. We enjoyed it so much. We still enjoy it. Yeah. But we loved Vegas back then. That was a lot of fun. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, those good times. Okay. Dr. G is saying, hey, Bruce, just wrote 10 October calls at a $500 strike price for $69.90 on those 3,000 shares we discussed earlier at GameStop. Might write more short-term calls on the other 2,000 and roll each week. Thanks, Dr. G. There you go. So you're just brought in $70 a share, so 7,000 a contract times 10. Yeah, baby, that's bringing in money. Now you can diversify out. Damn it, Jim, I moved from the city to the country, and they do not pick up recycling. So I save all of mine, take them to the township, drop off, and there's a dumpster, was a couch next month, a bed mattress. Unbelievable. Okay, let's see. What else is going on here? Thank you, everybody. We're at 307 on GameStop right now. And oh my gosh, the comments, and I'm missing stuff. Kyle, thank you, Kyle, for becoming a member of the channel. Appreciate that. Kyle Strickland, welcome. Let's see. Mr. Strickland is here. Wendy, thank you, Wendy, for the $20 super sticker. That is fantastic. I loved hanging out with you the other day, and I hope you're doing well where you are. Kyle, Jersey, I believe. Kyle, when do you expect the next bump in VGAC? I know they are changing to ME on the 17th. Have some options for the 18th of June at 57 cents for $10. Kyle, any moment, this can take off any moment. It's already 10:34. Any moment, it can go much, 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 much more. So keep your eye on this. Keep your eye on it. Thank you, everybody. Comments, I cannot keep up. They are flying through here, just one after the other. Thank you, all of you, so much for this, your support and everything else. We have got 1,100 thumbs ups today. Thank you for that. I appreciate that today. So kind of you. Thank you for subscribing to this channel, becoming new subscribers. I appreciate that. That is fantastic. Make sure to hit the
that bell notification icon every time you want to, we'll send you updates that way too. Again, thank you all who are here. This is fabulous. Running through here, waiting for that meeting to be held and for GameStop and what the story is going to be and all that. 306 on the stock. It's just jumping around. I mean, it's everywhere. It's been as high today as $315. 346 is the number we're looking for GameStop. That is the number. We'll wait for that too. Let's see here. What else is going on here? Hey, Uncle Bruce, with the written calls that expire far down the road, like January, February, how much would you say does the time factor affect the premium day to day? Well, like I say, the premium will shrink ever so little from time to time in the first few months of these contracts. But when you got eight-month contracts, you are doing it right. You are giving yourself enough time to really get a pop on your stock. And when you sell them in 3 months from now, let's say, you sell them, you're going to get yourself a nice premium on the sell side too. So that's another good thing. Very good. Alrighty, thank you everybody. And let's see what's going on. Oh boy, this is where the market gets me juice, says Visceral. Wrote a $320 call contract expiring this Friday on GameStop at 310. So jacked right now. Wrote a 320 contract. And GameStop is 310. Yep, 307 right now. So this is where it gets interesting. Let's see. Well, if they can ship lobsters, they should be able to ship ice cream. Yeah, no, you can't be messing with the temperature. You can't count the Canadian border in any way because it's a dairy product. You're not going to be able to get it over. There's no way. I can drive it over, but even then, it's at the discretion of the officer, and they don't like taking people's ice cream from them. But you got to be careful. Let's see. What else is going on here? Thank you all. Thank you. And let's see what's going on here. Let's see. Felipe's spicy mustard is awesome. I'll get you some, Bruce. Oasis Skin. Oh, that'd be great. That is such good stuff. That is such good stuff. Here comes a lifetime supply of mustard, Dougie saying, Felipe's. If you ever go to Los Angeles, you have to go down there. You have to go down to Union Station, just outside of Old Town, downtown LA. And they have a parking lot. You can park for free at Felipe's, and you go there for lunch. You get there early. Get there about 11:15 for a 12 o'clock lunch. Get there early, and you line up at the counter, and then you tell them what you want. You watch other people order, and you figure it out. They hand carve it. They hand carve and make your sandwich in front of you. It's incredible. You got to watch YouTube videos. About Felipe's. You have to watch Huelhauser videos about Felipe's. I think he's made 3 or 4 of them over his lifetime. He made at least 3 or 4. And then you understand just what this place really is. It's historical. It's been there since the early 1900s. It's incredible. What can I tell you? 1543 here. The sun never sets on the Bagelish Empire. Alrighty. The Bagelish Empire. Very good. I've eaten Felipe's French dip, double dip, French dip. Oh, it's so good. Jane, you know what I'm talking about. It's so dang good. So dang good. Oh, man. And Wendy says, I sent my $20 PayPal, but it didn't go with my question. How do you actually get out of a call contract that I wrote? Do you just buy another call contract at equal value to set it off? So, yeah, if you wrote let's say you wrote a GameStop contract or an AMC contract, say you wrote an AMC $55 contract, and you want to get out of it, you can just buy back an AMC $55 contract for the same strike, obviously the same expiry. When you're in your brokerage account, when you're in it, you'll see your stock positions and your option positions. Your option position should be showing a short position at your -1 or 2 or 3 or however many you wrote. And there probably will be a buy button next to buy to close button in the neighborhood of that quote, where you can put in an order to buy to close that actual contract, that series, and it'll tell you what the market is. You decide, well, I wrote it at 15 and it's now trading at 5. I'm going to buy them back at 5. You put in your bid or ask, and when you put in your price, and I say, put in a price that's closer to the bid, not near the offer, because sometimes the spreads are pretty high. And that's how you do it. Absolutely. And then you're off the contract, and you can turn around if you want anytime after that and write a new contract for a later date, a different strike price, whatever works. Absolutely. 308 on GameStop, AMC 5134. That's what we got going right now. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Let's see. Let's go. Yep, you closed the position. That's right. I'm from Pittsburgh. Paramonte Brothers is a buy. Oh, that's good stuff, too. Edward, Uncle Bruce is really RC in a mask. You know that? That's what he is. Let's see here. What else is going on here? Thank you. I can't believe it's that simple. It's that simple, Wendy. It is that simple once you know how to do it. It's that simple. And the closer to the expiry you get, your contract could shrink in value all the way to zero, or it could shrink down dramatically on a day like today. Because if you wrote a contract that had 9 days to live and now it's got 2 days to live, it's shrinking dramatically. You might buy it back on a day like today and rewrite new contracts for a week Friday on another series. There's all kinds of angles here. That's why we're going to have classes. Oh, it's going to be fun. Let's see what's going on. Kayla, you're right. This meeting coming up for GameStop, the purpose of the meeting is to elect 6 directors, as well as a few other shareholder voting issues per GameStop's meeting doc. We might not get anything exciting from the meeting. We might not. We might or might not. I'm not sure about taking shareholder questions. This will be interesting. Kind of hoping, that's happening. Hey, Bruce, what's with SoFi? Are they falling back? I mean, I own this stuff, and it can only go up in price. It cannot go back. It can only go up. So what's with this stock going down 40 cents during the day? What is that all about? Who allowed stocks to fluctuate? Where is it written that these can do that? Sorry, John, it is fluctuating. It's right now down 41 cents. But you know what we call these in the marketplace? We call these dips. We call these buying opportunities. These are moments where you can get yourself some cheap call contracts that you might not be able to get earlier. Keep an eye on that. Let's see. Yeah, the call after the market today, the first quarter financials, that's the one we're interested in. And I suspect that is the one that might be hosted by Mr. Cohen. We'll find out. Let's see what's going on. VACQ is up 23 cents. VACQ is up 20 cents to 1068. Yeah, that's what it's doing. We're watching these stocks closely. 307.65 on GameStop. Woo-wee! Let's go on. Everybody. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the show. And I hope you're having a good time today. I hope some of you are making money today. I hope your positions are greener than they were yesterday. That would be kind of nice. And, welcome to the channel. Let's see. Okay, so let's say I have 100 shares of a stock, and I sell a call contract on the stock. Stock price goes down. So I've made money on the contract, but now I've lost money on the stock. What do I do? Well, okay, so let's say you have 100 shares of GameStop that you buy right now at 307, and somebody else buys 100 shares of GameStop right now at 307. And you decide to sell a call contract against your stock, and the other guy decides not to do anything. And you offer a $320 call contract on GameStop that dies this Friday. And between now and Friday, the stock doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't go up to 320. It goes to $300. You're down $7 on your stock. The guy that bought the stock with you down $7 on his stock, but you wrote those call contracts. And I don't know how much you brought in. Did you bring in $10, $20? Let's say you brought in $15 a share or $10 a share. You brought in $10 a share. You get to keep that $10 a share. That's cash in your pocket right now. That's $10 per share. One contract, 100 shares. That's $1,000. So you bought the stock for $307, $30,700, but you got $1,000 in your bank account. The other guy bought his stock for $30,700, and he's down $700 in value. You're down $700 in value as well because the stock's at $300, but you're up $1,000 on that contract. You're actually still ahead $300 on your entire account value. So you're ahead of the other guy quite nicely right now. Of course, now that your option expired worthless, which is fine because it's not your option. It's an option you sold somebody. They lost the money. They lost the $1,000. You made the $1,000. The stock's at 300. What do you do now? Next week, you decide, I'm going to write a 320 contract for this Friday again. And you bring in $10 for that one. It's got 5 days to live. You bring in $10. The other guy doesn't do anything. The stock goes to 290. The first guy with the 307 purchase who didn't do anything, he's now down $17 a share overall. You bought the stock at 307. You now have a 290 stock. You're down 1,700 on your stock, but you made 1,000 profit on your first contract. You're going to make 1,000 profit on this contract. That's $20 a share in profits from option writing, and that money is in your account in cash. You have 2,000 in your account if you only wrote one call contract for 100 shares. So you've got 100 shares at 290. So is the other guy. But you also have 2,000 cash in your account. Who's ahead? You are. Now you decide to write another call contract for the next week because both call contracts you wrote died and you got to keep the money. And you're going to decide to write maybe a $300 contract for $10 again. Stock sits at 290, doesn't move, just sits there. The first guy has got $290 stock, is still down $17 a share. You have $290 stock. The stock is down $17, but you've just taken in your third $10 bill. You've taken in $30 in cash against your GameStop, and it's down $17. And you now have $30 cash in your account. You're $13 ahead in actual reality. That's what's going on. That's why you write call contracts. Now, the next week, you write let's say write a $300 call contract for $10, and the other guy does nothing, and the stock goes up to 300. It goes back up to 300. Your call contract is now only at the money. You're not in the money. You're not out of the money. The stock is equal to your exercise price. On the last day of that trade, that contract dies worthless. You get to keep that $1,000 again. The good news for you and your buddy who bought stock at 307 and went down to 290, it's back to 300. So your buddy is only down $700, but you have $4,000 in your bank account in cash from 4 times writing call contracts and keeping all that money. And your stock is also at $300 a share. So you're only down $7 on your stock and you're up $40 a share in cash. So you're ahead $33 a share. The other guy is still down $7 and has not made any money. Now you're going to write for the next week $310 contract because the stock is up to 300. You're going to write a 310 now. The stock goes to 310. Okay, the first guy is up $3 on his 307 stock purchase. He's up $300. Finally, he's ahead. You are also up $300 on your stock because you bought it at 307. It's now trading at 310. But you just wrote your 5th call contract. And that contract was a 310 contract. Your stock closed at 310. Your contract is worth nothing. You now have $50 in your account. $50 a share in your account. You have $5,000 in your account. And you got your stock, which is up $3 a share. You're ahead $5,300. Your buddy is up $300. Who's winning? You are. And that's why you write call contracts all the time. You never stop. You never stop. You never stop. You never stop. You keep doing it. I tried to do the best I can with what I got. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Are we having fun? Yes. What can I say? What's going on here? Thank you. Aaron, thank you, Aaron, for being here. Bruce, may have made a little SPAC graphic that you can use on your shows, have posted on your Facebook page. Check it out. Thank you for everything. Thank you, Aaron, so much. When I get some time, I'll take a look at some stuff. That's what else is going on here. I'm using oh no, I don't want to go there. Felipe sell their mustard online. Ooh, how about that? What else is going on? Bruce, I need Chicago recommendations. I'm going to take a train there. Anybody have Chicago recommendations? I'm not in Chicago. Can't help you there. Let's see. Great town. Tell you that right now. Yo, what can I say? Let's see what's going on. Super Stonk is live streaming the GameStop board of directors meeting right now. Apparently, you can watch for that. First name, last name, brilliant explanation. Thank you, Uncle Bruce, Lord of the contract. Bubble Num is a new member. Thank you, Bubble Num. Donnie W, new member. Thank you, Donnie, for joining as well. I love that. Thank you, guys. for coming in here and joining this channel and popping in to see us. This is good stuff. Okay. And if you, do you have to have 100 shares to do anything in options? Well, you can buy and sell options without owning any stock. Of course, you can do that. Theoretically, you can write call contracts and put contracts without having the stock, but you have to have a bunch of cash to cover yourself. I wouldn't recommend it if I were you. Let's see here. Lou, Mark, go to Lou's Manati's Pizza in Chicago. Great, great pizza. There you go. Okay. And what can I say? 3:09 now on GameStop. Is the meeting still happening? We're curious. Everyone can keep us posted. 23.55 on the SoFi. It's actually come back a little bit from its low. It's down only now 30 cents to 23.59. AMC 51.32 down 3.73. Gores down 24 cents to 15.14. VGAC 10.35 up a dime. Fifth Wall $11 up a quarter. Vector Acquisition VACQ 10.69 up 22 cents. Navsite up 4 to 9.98. Starboard $10 up 2. Fortress 10.05 up 3 cents. Vanik up 9 cents. IBM up $1.50. Home Depot down 53 cents. The Dow up 31. Microsoft up $1.67 for Microsoft. Apple up 50 cents. At Tesla up 3.36. Bed Bath & Beyond down $2.70 to 34.17. BlackBerry down 69 cents to 15.11. Royal Caribbean down $1.20. Norwegian down 45 cents. Carnival down a dime. Amazon up $24. Facebook up 29 cents. Alphabet up 9.30. Target down 32 cents. They announced a dividend increase today. Boeing down 46 cents. Coinbase $2.20 a share. Intel up 37 cents to $57. Micron down $1.43 to $79.10. That's what's going on in some of these stocks. 309 on the GameStop apparently, and 23.59 on SoFi, down 30 cents right now is what we have in this market. Welcome one, welcome all to the show. I hope some of you are making money today and getting richer out there. That would be so cool if you are. Thank you also to those of you who have been making PayPal donations today to this channel. I appreciate this so much. Thank you to Edward Hawkins. Thank you, Edward, for your donation today to my channel. I think you're in the gold medal position today for that amount. That is awesome stuff. Thank you to Nicholas Tapp. You have tied Ed, you are both in the gold medal position. Thank you. Thank you to Roger Gordon for your donation from Austin. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate your donation support to this channel. Thank you. Excuse me. And let's see. What else is going on here? What else is going on? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, and of course, those of you who have been making donations overnight. Unbelievable. Fabulous stuff. Anyway, what can I say? Thank you one and all for being here and joining us and hopefully having a good time here, watching these shares, watching your contracts rise in value, I hope, nicely, and your other stocks. Fantastic. What else have we got here? Yeah, Lou Minati's Pizza. This is a great name. Bumblenum, Uncle Bruce, thanks. Bought some SoFi calls, January 21, and Gores Holdings, January 2021. A few days ago, after watching your channel, already up 30% on the calls already. Hooray. What is the exit target price for SoFi and Gores? Well, SoFi, $30-$40 at the very least. And Gores Holdings, probably 20 to 30, somewhere in there. So stand by. We got fun to do here. We got stuff to watch. I'm looking forward to it. If the call contracts are in the money, are you obligated to sell your stock? Okay, if you wrote a call and your stock goes up in value into the money where you wrote your call at, you could be exercised. So yes, you're liable. It's possible that you could be exercised on your stock where you'll be bought out. So if you write a GameStop contract for $350 and the GameStop shares run up to $360, it's possible that you get a $350 per share check or deposit in your account, $35,000 for every 100 shares. So if you wrote 10 contracts, you would get $350,000 deposited in your account instantly, and you won't have the stock anymore. Of course, the 20,000 or whatever dollars 200,000 you brought in, or whatever the amount was, I can't remember. However you sold, however contracts you sold for whatever price, all that money is already sitting there. If it's $20 a share, you actually sold for $370, and if they're trading at $360, all you do is you just buy the stock back at $360 on the open market. You turn right around and now start writing $420 contracts and keep doing it. Tell them, let them keep taking you out at $50, $60 every time, and make a ton of money. Get rich. That's what I say. Nice going, Bruce. What do you think about buying leaps to simulate owning 100 shares, but for a cheaper price, and potentially selling calls against the leaps? No particular ticker, just in general. I'm not a big fan of that. I'm not generally a big fan of that. It's not something I would not recommend. Is there a reason so many stocks are in the green? Is this a good time for the market? What could cause the entire market to dip? Space aliens invading the planet without announcing it. Slim Whitman taking over the airwaves nonstop could cause markets to drop. Just that noise, having every radio station simultaneously in the United States, AM and FM, having a Yoko Ono marathon for the entire long weekend, that could cause stocks to go down in price. It's the end of the world. These are the Armageddon things we think about. But space, Ray, hey, we like SPACs. I like a few of them. I've mentioned them, and some of them are up and some of them are down, and you got to let it happen. You got to let yourself make money. Julie, after I make money on the SPACs, I'll be buying Lou Melante's there. They're for sale for $700 million. Wow, that's crazy. Lou Malante, we control the world and the flow of cheese. GameStop coin. Randy, share price currently at $56. I can write 4 covered call contracts for January 2022, expiry, $65 strike price, premium of $8.60. What are your thoughts? Are you talking about what stock? What stock are you talking about that's trading at $56? I have no idea what you're talking about. It's not AMC, so I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, why is VGAC going to take off when the value is 23? Where's the value in 23andMe? Well, Donnie, the value is a perception. All stocks have a perceived value, and all stocks have a future perceived value. And it's possible that the majority of the market, let's put it this way, it's possible that more people in the market versus fewer people in the market feel that the 23andMe potential price movement of their stock could be significantly higher than where it's at right now, and they're prepared to pay a little bit of money to buy the VGAC, which will become 23andMe, and they might fall over themselves all the way to $15 and $20 a share to get in there, and you might say, it's not worth it. And I might say, you're right, but it's trading there, and you bought contracts at $20 in there, or $15 and they're now trading at 20. You're going to cash in and say thank you very much. GameStop 317 just jumped up, just took a jump. 317 on GameStop, going higher right now on volume. 318 share on GameStop. It's moving higher on 3.7 million shares. Somebody said something. Someone said something. What are they saying at GameStop? Someone said something. Anyone know what time they announced? 318 confirms more shares are outstanding than the float. More shares are outstanding than the float. Official. The stock popped. 318. Here we go. That is interesting. Let's go. Confirmation that the GameStop meeting, more shares owned than in existence. 318 and rising. Short squeeze, more than outstanding shares confirmed. That's going higher. Confirm more votes available. More votes than shares available. He says he's long. Ryan Cohen says he's long on Yoko. That's also making it move. Thank you, guys. I understand the SoFi analysis, which is why I bought in, but I felt like I missed the VGAC explanations. Appreciate all of it, Uncle Bruce. You're going to get richer. Rocket Fueled. Wait, what is this? This is it. We're at 315, 316 a share right now. Where'd you get that info? GameStop confirms there are more voted shares than outstanding shares. What's your take on this Thursday's CPI reading? Would it cause a bearish market tomorrow? I'm not worried about it. RIP for the hedge fund. 70 million issued April 15th. Yep, more votes than shares available confirmed. Yes, I heard the same. I'm confirmed. Excited now. Super stonk live stream. 316.19. More shares existing than that voted than existing on GameStop. You think that there might be a bunch of stock out there? Shouldn't be out there. Mr. E, Uncle Bruce, do you think VGAC is being held so that large institutional investors will get a shot at it once the merger is completed? Inside deal, or I just find it odd the way it's being held. You're finding it odd the way it's being held. That's really what it is. Waffle, more votes than shares available. You heard it here first. 316.95, 317.83. It's going higher. Voting confirmed. More votes than shares. Zzz, says Drew. Zzz, 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 to the moon. Donnie, the play on 23andMe is genetic custom medicine healthcare, not the genealogy crap. That's why I think there is value. GameStop climbing 319.40 right now. 346 is the number in my mind. 346. Got to get the numbers. 319. End of the day, 400. 320. Come on, GameStop. This is my legacy for my disabled daughter. A safe, quality life. Uncle Brew. Avi's laughing out loud. What is happening? 319.96 on GameStop right now. Going higher quickly. Official release, official confirmation at the annual meeting. More voting shares outstanding than exist. That is correct. Call price would have to be higher than the strike price premium, or it'd be cheaper for them just to buy the stock. There's always that too. Rabbit, this is both health and genealogy. Best of both worlds. Where did you see the news about the shares? Up GameStop, 318.09. And we're hearing Hector. This is the news coming out of the annual meeting, which is being live broadcast. And I've got viewers watching it who are sharing the news with us, so we can keep you posted. We're up on GameStop. Announcement from Ryan coming now. Oh my! I'm learning so much, Bruce. Thank you. Your advice could lead to Nessa Terra, the eco village where I live. Can buy trees, animal seed, and material to experiment with building self-sufficient houses. Well, that's good stuff. Uncle Bruce and his $346 vendetta. That's right. 770 million votes. Thank you, says Robert. Where are you finding this GameStop info? It's coming from the annual meeting right now, Ona. It's coming out right now. It's being broadcast live. I'm covering it for you through my viewers. $316 a share. Where is it confirmed? Cohen is speaking. Rabbit, Alex, as far as I can tell, there's not money outside of North America on a large scale. Hoping I'm wrong. Still excited about the rest. Laugh a lot. Where are you finding all of this? What you talking about here, Willis? Where are you finding all this, Willis? They didn't even count mine or most UK apes. Okay. Resistance at 321 is futile. 316.68. Official chairman now. RC, thanks, shareholders. Quick, someone squeeze me. RC officially chairman of the board. It's confirmed. Ryan is now officially the chairman of the board. He's the chairman, Cohen. You can listen to a live feed on the audio on YouTube. Chairman Cohen. Ryan Coleman is confirmed. They're clapping now. Ryan Cohen is the chairman. RC is officially the chairman of the board. Pull up your socks and put on your moon boots. They're global. Cohen confirmed as chairman of the board, and he's thanking all investors. Super Stock Reddit, 314 on the stock right now. Live play-by-play, blow-by-blow coverage of the GameStop meeting because of my wonderful viewers who are helping us figure out what is going on while I tell you what's going on in the big markets. The Dow is up 46, high of the day. S&P up 7, NASDAQ up 36. What's going on? Buckle up, Cohen says. Buckle up. Yeah. Well, let's see what happens here. I wrote a sell option. I wrote a sell option. I wrote an option on VGAC at 15 for next Friday. Why would you write one? Chances are exercised by then. Why would you do that? Why would you even think of writing a call option? Are you not listening to what I'm saying? Question. Meeting over. Buckle up. Laugh out loud. Cohen said, buckle up. Meeting adjourned. The meeting is adjourned. Buckle up. Here we go. Office chair, seat belts, everybody. Woohoo! My dad would say. Ryan Cohen just said, as my dad would say, buckle up. Ending the meeting. I like that. 316 on the stock. Safely third. Buckle up. Yeah, baby. Buckle up. Alex, I get that. Sorry, I meant to say this. Research says the rest of the globe doesn't care nearly as much about the genealogy service as North America does. Chairman Bruce. RC dropped the mic. Buckle up, baby. Buckle up, says Ryan. As my dad would say, buckle up. Last words of the meeting. Official update. RC confirms waffle rule. He ended the meeting. Buckle up. Jack, says Rob. Strap in, everybody. Yes, RC is official. What is a sell option? Why do people do these if they don't even know what these are? You're just going to lose money, my dude. Casey, he said, judge them by their actions, not their words. Buckle up. 5-point harness. That's right. Get that 5-point harness in there and snip, 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 snip. Buckle up. Get the helmet on. Let's go. We're going higher. 317.55 right now on GameStop. Volume today so far on GameStop, 4.1 million. No volume, and it's up 1791 again. Okay, Robert, you know more than me. I watched a review video on 5 DNA tests from different companies interested because of 23andMe. Are you staying live a little longer today? Black X wants to know. I don't know. Not sure. 316 or lower. We're at 317.14 right now. 317.14 right now. And I'll be going live today at 3 o'clock for my second show, 1 hour before we close for the markets. And it's at that time, right around that time, that GameStop will release their financials for the first quarter. Buckle up, he says. Get ready. Okay, so that was pretty awesome. Well, it's a hooser doozer. That's a hooser. What do I buy back my 320 contract I wrote for $29.80? If it hits 350 or 360, what do I do? Well, you're at 316 right now. And that's where it's at. We're just going to have to watch how this plays out. I mean, between now and 3 o'clock, it could go down to 300. It could go up to 350. I don't know. We're having fun. Going to be fun. Buckle up, says Ryan Cohen. Ryan said that they're not sharing any strategy today. 316, and that's the bottom line because Uncle Bruce said so. Buckle up. Ryan Cohen, buckle up. Alex, I wouldn't say that. I'm just doing my best to help crowdsource why I've been able to discern, certainly, and try to verify what I'm passing along. It's not live streamed. What a boss. I don't think that's the I don't think the money is in consumer facing stuff. 23andMe, probably the interest via labs and other pharmaceuticals developing person specific medicine. Dana said, I love that. Buckle up. I stand by my words. Diamond. My buckle is broken. I'm going to fly out of the ship. Yes, Anna. 315.69. Buckle up. Why not put your spacesuits on? Rumor has it that GameStop confirmed that they had more votes than actually possible. Any truth to this? It's true. It's true. Arico, apparently it's true. 316 on the stock right now. And the new chairman is saying, buckle up. I bought a SoFi call at 360 for 22.50 on October 15, just trying to see how this will turn out. First timer. Well, you're in the money. $1 in the money, $1.07. And SoFi goes to $30 between now and October. You've got yourself a $750 book value contract, probably going to be trading around $9. So you're gonna take your $360, turn it into $900, and you're gonna sit there and go, 1, I really like this. Number 2, I didn't buy enough, and that is the way this works. Super stonks confirmed. Jane Doe, free thinker, McJones. I'm sure it was worth the triplet. What else have you got going here today? Ashley, remember at a meeting speaking on YouTube. Member is at meeting speaking on YouTube. Okay. And FWAA is going up and up. It's 11.05, up 30 cents. It is going up and up. AB, so the implications of it being confirmed that where more votes than tallied than shares exist means people are going to massively buy in because the upside is technically infinite. Yes, it is. That's possible. And if the chairman is saying buckle up, that might be a message to anyone who's short that you don't really want to be short. Uncle B, you mentioned long on SPAC calls, but why not October SoFi that are already in the money call? $6 for a call. That's already $5 in the money. Oh, there's nothing wrong with that. You're just going dollar for dollar. Yeah, but if you're buying out of the money, you may want to be long. And I agree with that. I go at the money or out, just out of the money, go long. The TAM for 23andMe is massive. Reddit been in my spacesuit for weeks. Claire, Charles, the data is vital to medical progress. Oh, okay. I think it's the data is vital to American progress. That's just me. SoFi 23.62 down only 27 cents. GameStop 314.67. AMC 50.59. Gores 15.32 down 6 cents. VGAC 10.38 up 13. FWAA 11.06. Vector at 10.72 up a quarter. Navsite 998, Starboard 1002, Fortress 1002. We're going higher. Do you want my GameStop shares? No chance, says Darby Mark. Erica, maybe he meant we need to buckle up because our rocket is ready for liftoff. You don't want to take a trip to the moon without a seatbelt after all, because if you already got your spacesuit on, now it's time to buckle up. I agree. Stephen, can I use my 17.5 SoFi contracts as collateral to write call contracts, or do I need to exercise first? It depends on the brokerage firm and what you're trying to do. If GameStop goes to technically infinity, I'm definitely breaking even now. Technically, you'll break even if it goes to infinity, because you're technically you have an infinity price for the stock you paid. There's some infinity price, and if you're going there, then you're going to get there, and when you get there, you're even again. So that's good stuff. Yeah. Is the merger vote for VGAC tomorrow? Yes, it is. VGAC is tomorrow, 6 days from now, for Fortress. Confirm more votes than shares rumor. Geo, last chance to get VGAX, VGAC, last chance for around $10 ever. Charles, how is Dara doing? I don't know what's going on here. Ferrigan, no matter what y'all at least break into a couple of years when games are established just on the fundamentals. No matter what. Okay. Geo, you mean VGAC? Yes, VGAC. Well, thanks for asking. Last chance to get VGAC 23andMe for around $10 ever. Yeah, the time is running out because tomorrow's the meeting. Tomorrow is the meeting, and there you have it. 313.74 on GameStop is what we have right now. Data. Good to hear, Rob. Oh me God, the G-forces. Uncle Bruce, would you recommend Apple, IBM, or SMH if I can only afford one to increase my tech exposure? Which one would you recommend I get? This, or this? See, there you have it. So if you like the Apple product and you want to hold it for 5 years, you buy Apple. If you like the cloud computing market and you like to get a big fat dividend, you buy IBM. And if you love the idea of the computer shortage being a big problem and computer manufacturers doing really well, the next number of years, you buy the SMH. I hope I cleared that up for you, including the yawn. No extra charge for that. I just threw that in there as a bonus. Goes to show you how late I am on my show here. All aboard. Up we go, says Thomas. That's right. Buckle up, kids. We're going to get rolling here. We're now at coming into the last couple minutes of my morning show. I want to say thank you, everybody, for being here. Glad to see you here. Nice to have you join us today. I want to say thank you to those of you who have been picking up memberships of this channel and subscribing to this channel. Those of you who are subscribing, I thank you so much. We're trying to grow our subscription base again. Thank you, all of you, for that. And also these thumbs ups, 1,200 have come in today. Although I got to say, it has been almost over an hour since I got to 1,000. And a lot of you are slacking right now. You're really not giving me thumbs ups when you should be really giving me thumbs up, I think, because I think I'm working my butt off for you. But that's just me. I'm just saying, I'm just hoping for some gratification. I want to thank you for those of you who giving me thumbs ups, those of you who are ordering these items on Redbubble. Thank you for those of you who made contributions to my cause today, sending us super chats and sending us PayPal donations. Jennifer and I thank you very much. Those thumbs ups are what it's all about. We need as many as we can get. 1,200 just is not enough. We should be over 1,500 right now. If you can give us a thumbs up, please hit that thumbs up button right now. Get us over 1,500 thumbs ups as soon as possible. And we will be recommended by YouTube to all YouTubers who are interested in the markets. The more people that are interested in the stock market that get referred to this channel will watch this show. They will go, man, they sure like that GameStop over there. They know they know that stuff about GameStop. Maybe I should buy GameStop, and you can get more people buying GameStop. That makes your GameStop shares go higher, which is what you want it to do. 1,300 thumbs ups are here now. Thank you, everybody, for 1,300. Keep them coming in. Thank you. The more people to come in here, the better, I would say. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I so appreciate it. Who has lots of GameStop and 2 thumbs ups for Bruce? Thank you. Butta. We're going higher. Thank you, everybody, for this. We'll see you later today at 3 o'clock Eastern time. Absolutely. We will be here at 3 o'clock Eastern for the last hour of the day and the first hour of the aftermarket. Thumbs up for Bruce if you followed the advice, because we know you're way up on your stock investments right now. 313 to 314 on GameStop as we are climbing the ladder of success even more. How about that? Fantastic. SoFi is only down 21 cents now. It's coming back up too. Interesting. Gores is only down 11 cents. It's coming back up too. Okay. Shares are getting better. Beautiful. We'll see you this afternoon at 3 o'clock. Let's go. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Thanks again for all of your content, your comments, helping me make good content. I thank you. Thank you, those of you who are watching that shareholder meeting, passing along the latest news. I appreciate that. See you this afternoon, everybody. Nap time. Let's go. Okay, thank you. 315 on GameStop. Going higher, higher, and higher, and higher and higher. Oh, we love that. Need some VGAC in my life. Rest up, Uncle B. The hours between morning show and the afternoon are so long. See you this afternoon, Bagel family. Bye, Uncle Bruce. 3:15. We'll miss you, Brucey. The Uncle Bruce. See you at the afternoon. 3:14.93. 3 calls. VGAC for 15 in January. Right on. Thanks, Uncle B. Ciao. Okay, guys. We'll catch you this afternoon at 3 o'clock. Thank you so much. Bye for now.